All right, guys, thank you so much for coming back. Today we've got our guest, Elizabeth. How you doing, Elizabeth?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Good. We got my best friend, Kel, in the house. What's up, Kel?
How you doing?
And, of course, we got Larry over there on the board. What's up, Larry?
Yo, LJ.
LJ, Larry, whatever you want to call him. Elizabeth, how you been, dude?
I've been pretty good.
Yeah, you've been good. So I noticed you doing a lot of traveling lately.
I travel a lot all the
travel.
time.
Is that in North Carolina or is that out of the state?
That's out of the state.
So, tell me a little bit where you go, because I'm constantly seeing on Facebook that you're putting all these cool places up, and it's like, where the hell are you going? Like, this looks really cool.
I go to Arkansas and Missouri.
Oh, you go to Arkansas? You like it down south?
I do. I like it a lot.
Really?
Only in parts, though. Like
Struck a nerve? What?
So
I like the southeastern part of Missouri, and then there's like the Arkansas line right there. So it's like really like on the line. Like you can be floating and be in Missouri and then be in Arkansas.
No kidding.
And
You're
then
dancing on the border there.
and it's real pretty. I mean, like the water is so pretty because there's so many caves in the area.
Yeah.
And there's like 4,400 springs, natural springs.
And waterfalls, all kinds of cool stuff out there, right?
There's not a whole lot of waterfall. In Arkansas, there's more waterfalls, but Missouri, there's not. And then Northwest Arkansas is really nice. Northwest Arkansas is actually like it's grown a lot. There's a lot of money there.
Really?
I mean, that's where all your corporate.
Yeah.
That's where Walmart corporate's at. Tyson corporate.
We should move Dream Entertainment down there. That's what I'm saying.
This is kind of this stuff right here on the screen.
Oh, is that what it looks like? Is there caves like that out there?
Yeah, there's like 700 caves, I think, total. If you look up Big Spring or Blue Spring, and then I'm trying to think of the names of all of them.
Well, you've been to a lot. How do you get a chance to go do all this stuff? I notice you're always traveling, which is super cool. Like, how do you do that?
Like, as in, like, how? Financially?
Yeah, like,
how
how
do
do
you
you do
support
this? Like, I can't leave my RV. That's
traveling?
just so you know. This RV is actually deep in the woods in an underground bunker, definitely not in my driveway.
No.
Right?
So seriously, though. I came on some rape routes, to get here.
Right. We're not going to talk about the guys in black that let through the gate and come in here. No, seriously, how do you go do that? You're always traveling. How do you do that?
A long time ago, actually, I did really well. This is kind of a goofy story. But a long time ago, back whenever Bitcoin was like not popular, I had downloaded this app that one of my tech friends had me download. It's called Circle, the Circle app.
Okay,
and I put $1,000 in there, and then I wanted to get it back out, and I couldn't figure it out because that's when you had to like copy and paste like this long number. I'm like, oh my god, I give up.
Oh, your wallet ID or whatever.
Yeah. And it was so long ago, like it was back in 2012, and then I kept getting all these emails from this thing called Voyager, which is a whole other door now. Sure. Anyways, and so I kept getting all these emails, and I thought it was something to do with traveling because I'm like Voyager traveling, whatever. And I kept like deleting them until I seen like the crypto thing and Voyager together in one email. And I open it up, and I'm like, oh, so Circle had like sold out to Voyager.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I get my login information, get in there, and I'm like, holy shit.
Like, holy God, I
Look
got
at my
money.
investment there. Yeah.
So at that point, I didn't even like think twice. I just like cashed in on what I had in there, which was a substantial amount of money.
Nice.
And had I left it though at one point, it would have been so much better.
So look,
but I took it.
I was the asshole that bought at $29,000. Okay?
Oh my God.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
4 or 5 years ago, where it's like, it's 29 grand. Like, keep buying. Like, oh shit, I lost $1,000. You know.
Well, so then I had a good amount of money, and I haven't reinvested it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So stocks, real estate, businesses, and I've sold some businesses also.
I think that's how we met, is real estate, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
Were you an agent at that time?
I was a broker at the time, and
That's
then
right.
I ended up surrendering my broker's license so I could do off-market real estate.
Yeah. So you do more like flips? And
I
things like
do
that?
flips, and wholesaling.
Really?
So some wholesaling.
I really want to get
Yeah, me too. I've been wanting to get into that. How does
wholesaling.
all-
Yeah.
So I do something a little bit different that I don't really
Okay.
talk about a whole lot because
I mean,
you
you
know
don't
how
gotta
that
give
is.
your
But,
So what I
a little bit of what you do.
What
is
I
fine.
gather from
Wholesaling
it is buy a house, fix it up, and sell it.
That's flipping. Wholesaling's different.
I don't
Oh,
really
okay.
enjoy flipping that much, actually. It's
Really?
really not my thing. I don't want to go in and do all the work and then rely on people to come and do it. And it's just, there's a lot that goes into it that I don't like. It takes up a lot of my time, and I feel like I have to babysit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather
You
do
need a
the
lot of
wholesaling.
contractors to go on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd rather do the wholesaling bit
So
and
what's
just
the-
let a flipper take care of all that.
So what's the difference there with the wholesaling?
So you're finding the property and you're wholesaling it out to an end buyer. So
Is that what we were trying to do not too long ago? Or I just find the house.
You find the properties,
Right.
get them under contract, and then
Right.
find the end buyer that wants to do all of that.
That's been working really good.
That does work really well,
Yeah.
yes.
You have to have the right connections for it, though. Like really, you can find a house. Let's hypothetical numbers here. Let's say you find a house that's worth $300,000, right? And you buy it for $150 because the guy needs it out of his loan, right? Now I don't have, and the house needs $50,000. Let's say personally, it needs $50,000 to be back in the market, right? Well, I don't got $50,000. I wish I did, but goddamn, I don't, right? So what I can do is say, hey, someone like Elizabeth's friends, like, hey, dude, I got this house. It's worth $300,000. Needs $50,000 in rehab, and I'll sell it to you. Let's say I bought it for $105 or $150. I'll sell it to you for $160. You see what I'm saying? So now he's
that easy?
Yeah, because you're
Pretty
going to put your
simple,
assignment fee on there.
So let's say,
So
I made
and
10
it, just
grand.
as long as you can make all the numbers work for all parties, which I always do,
Right.
and because sometimes my assignment fee can be more. And I mean, there's been people that's gotten irritated about it, but at the end of the day, the numbers worked for the homeowner was okay at the price.
Yeah.
I got it at a price and then sold it at a price.
So everybody makes money.
Yes.
Everybody's
so,
happy,
and I
yeah.
make sure that everybody makes money.
Right.
And so, as long as all those numbers are working with each other, it doesn't matter how much I'm making because I'm still bringing you a property. So you can't get mad about it.
True.
So I tend to irritate people sometimes. I used to a lot.
Yeah. That's the whole point of it, though. So let's say you got the money to fix the property, and I don't, right? I'll sell it to you. You got to make profit. I got to make profit, and the homeowner's got to be happy. So it's like a win-win-win situation. Kind of
So
thing.
is it like you door knocking type deal?
No, so I get lists that are pulled and it has
The list that you gave me.
It's kind of sort of.
Okay.
So and it has the homeowner's information on there and how much equity is in the property, things like that.
Right.
And then I'll talk to property owners and see fill them out if they want to think about selling, or I look for places that mostly that are rentals though too,
Mhm.
or
So you
houses
kinda
going
don't
into
really have to deal
foreclosure.
with the actual people in the house.
If there's people in the house, their lease you have to find out if their lease is going to be up, if they're willing to move, or there's a lot of people that like to buy rentals though too. They
That's true. Yeah.
I have a big rental buyer, as a matter of fact,
Right.
and he has not been able to find anything. And I'm supposed to be looking for stuff. I have not though, because I've been
we bullshit on
dealing
the
with-
podcast right now.
He's looking at this and go, God damn it, Elizabeth. what
She
the hell?"
said that she was going.
I haven't done anything because I've had a lot of drama in my life.
Hey. Welcome to the club. This is why we're here.
My life is like a Lifetime freaking movie.
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, you probably could make yours in a Lifetime movie.
I
like,
really
totally
think I
could.
could probably.
Do you want to talk about your thing you were going to do in Jacksonville?
So I'm opening. That's another thing.
Hold on.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
hold
part
on.
of drama too, huh?
Before you do this, bro, Larry, brother, if she can make this happen in Jacksonville, she'll be set. Just
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
waiting. So
I'm excited.
I think the part of the problem
You
is,
will
is
be.
they can't. I think they're telling me a story because they can't find a commercial contractor. Is what I think. What it boils down to.
I've got a guy.
They asked me if I put it together later, it dawned on me because I was like, wait, that's why they asked me if I
Give me the
use
runaround.
somebody.
Mhm.
Because I know residential contractors, I don't know commercial contractors, and I was like, that's why they asked me that question.
Right.
So this is what it is. So I have a bikini coffee shop that I'm opening it up.
Bro.
Okay.
It's called Barista Bays Brew,
Girl, is this Japan?
and so I got this location lined up. And I keep asking the guy because I don't want to blow him up, but because he keeps saying 6 to 8 weeks.
Right.
The other day I talked to him and he's like, they're just waiting for the contractor to put up this wall because there's a hair salon there currently, and they're dividing it because
You're looking in Jacksonville, right?
I already got this. Well, don't have it yet, but I had a place
So
originally.
the concept, everything is good. You're just finding a location.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
I had a location originally, and there was a lot of problems with the building. I had
Right.
signed a lease and everything.
Right.
Thankfully, they let me out of it. They let me out of it because there was internal leaking in the walls. So when I had the
is that what
water,
it was?
yeah.
Oh,
You're not
So-
not by that building by the Triangle Motel.
Oh
Right?
No,
no,
this
I
was
wanted to be
You know what I'm talking
no.
about?
This was a key spot, dude.
Oh,
No,
shit.
the
You
Western
yeah.
is on Western Boulevard and right across from the mall.
So
And
people that don't know, so we got people everywhere listening to this thing,
yeah.
right? So we got some people in Jacksonville here. If you're from Jacksonville, North Carolina, you'll know Western Boulevard, right?
Right.
And you'll know where the mall is, right? That's a major area.
it's like
So-
the strip.
yeah,
the main
yes.
strip, yeah.
Bottleneck
If
right
you
there.
could have got a spot there, bro, you'd have been fine. The funny
I
thing is, I was
know.
telling a friend of mine. So my other company that I work for. I'm not going to say names during this thing, right? The other company I work for as a real estate agent, the office is right next door to that, like really, really, really close, right? I told our friends, I said, dude, there's going to be a coffee shop opening up a block away, and I told them what it is, and they all went, motherfucker, she's going to make so much money.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
You about to get so many young Marines in there.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's going to be packed.
So behind there though is another place like that was put up, I guess, maybe, or redone.
Yeah.
And I had talked to him about it, but they're not going to do the uplift. You have to do the uplift, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
And so the other place had this, when I went to have the water turned on, which I have a real estate friend, me and her went to go look at it, and we were like out there like laughing and joking. We realized like later on there was like cameras. I was like, they're really listening to us.
Well, were they watching you the whole time?
I don't know, because like
Look at these
we
fools
went in
right
there,
here on
and
the counter.
because it was so cheap, I was like, what is wrong with this place? I'm like, is it haunted or something? You know, like this
Yeah.
place is way cheap
That's not
for the
Jacksonville-
area.
Not the Jacksonville spot.
Yeah, that was the one over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
because
okay.
it was so cheap for the lease.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's do it, you know? And so I really did rush into the location without like really checking it over. And I didn't ask a lot of questions either. I just like, screw it. That's how I do that a lot, though. I
take
do
it.
that a lot. I'll do it
I'll
way
take
too much.
it.
So these guys know. How many businesses do I own?
About
5, 4. We're the same kind of thing. Like, we're constantly, your mind's like mine, probably.
Oh,
Constantly
yeah,
moving the next
literally.
thing, constantly, right? So
Yes.
I own 4 or 5 companies. I don't even know how many I own at this point, right?
Yeah.
Technically, is this a company? Is this?
Yeah.
All right, so I
Yeah.
own 5, right?
If I
So-
had more people like that were techie, like good at tech stuff, I could like do so much.
Well, look, here's the cool thing.
And here comes Larry.
Here comes Larry. He's gonna.
Yo, I'm not the best tech guy, but I can figure some stuff
You
out.
are
He can
gonna-
figure
I don't
shit
even
out.
know if it's like tech, maybe more or less like I'm like dumb when it comes to like doing things on the
But here's the
computer.
good thing about business.
Yeah, I hate. Yeah.
Yo, it's all about connecting, you know. Like,
That's
I know
all you knew,
a lot
right?
of
I
people, it's
literally
just- it's
write
dumb.
everything on paper still.
Do you really?
I don't even hardly.
So no, I have to sometimes. So
I
if you-
don't use the laptop or anything. I have one. I
So,
just don't
side
use
note,
it.
do you prefer texting someone or
I would rather
calling?
call somebody. Yeah.
You know what? Give me some right here.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
like
wait,
I
wait.
would rather have a phone
Ah,
conversation.
Question.
Yeah.
Just went down a
Question,
peg.
yeah. I
Question,
believe-
question. So you do get.
You're
you do
dying
get-
over there.
Yep. Yes, we know
So
the number to 911. Yes.
we tell everybody.
That's your question.
Are you sure it's
we
911?
tell everybody before the podcast. All right, dude, you got to be up on the mic. Like you got to be on this thing. Like suck the dick. And Larry's over there actually swallowing the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Pull it out of his throat real quick.
What's getting you all excited
Well,
over there?
I know my gag reflex works. But so how long does it take you to respond to a text message though?
Mhm.
Oh, I
what's it-
respond quickly.
Oh,
Thank you. So my backstory, okay, which is actually a good thing that you don't watch podcasts because you don't know what you're coming into yet.
Yeah.
So backstory is my friend Kill. So the whole point of this, no lie, is so me and Kill, my best friend, my brother right here, the godfather of my children,
Oh,
can hang
that's
out.
awesome.
Like that's the whole point of this. We can hang out and bring guests on, have a good time. Like that's
I,
all this is about.
I love it. Like I've always said I wanted to do a podcast
that's
or have a
pretty cool.
podcast
This is all it
because
is.
all I do is constantly talk shit. I
Yeah.
talk the most
You're in
shit
the
in
right
the world.
place.
I swear, like I talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, man. Look,
And-
that's all it's
challenge
about.
accepted.
So, but the problem is,
I could sit there and
And
roast
go.
people all day long.
Oh yeah.
the problem is, Kel will never answer text message for nothing. So me and you, we live on our phones.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that's life. Like
Yeah.
we'll make or break money on our damn phone, right?
Oh,
So if
absolutely.
somebody
He
texts me,
just
boom,
answers.
I'm on it, right? This motherfucker, he don't care, man. He's
I know
living his-
people like that. I get really pissed off.
But a text,
I'm like, are you kidding me?
in
Like you
my
can't acknowledge me.
defense-
You're gonna ignore me.
Right?
Bet. Watch you. I'm gonna block your number and
I've
I'm not
been
gonna
on-
talk to you for like a month.
In my defense, a text message is just like getting a letter in the mail.
I do send letters in the mail though. I really do.
Geez, you are old school.
I'm like,
Well,
well,
that's marketing.
first off,
That's different.
no. I send
Like,
actual
no,
letters.
I-
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I write my
Look,
daughter
look, do you
and I
have
write my
eggs?
neighbor.
You live next door to me. Why are
Whoa,
you writing me a
whoa,
letter?
you send a letter to your neighbor?
She was a like a English teacher in like school. She's really old
Like-
and old school, and she likes to still write too.
So like your next door neighbor?
Yeah.
But
Are you
that's
serious?
really, that's kind of cute though. I ain't
I'm gonna
lie.
send a labor to my I'm gonna send a letter to my neighbor John just to fuck with him. you
And
know?
my daughter
Hey,
loves
Ben,
mail.
I got this bullshit in the mail today. Like,
He'll be outside drinking his beer. Like,
Nobody
"Hey, dude,
writes letters anymore, but I
Yeah.
do. I think it's important
John-
to
John will
keep
be
that
on his porch.
you
alive.
gotta work on your penmanship.
John will be on his
You gotta
porch.
work, you
I
know?
write like a first grader, but
Right?
it's okay.
Did you write this with your feet? Like, what is this? Scribble.
I was drunk.
And my eyes were closed.
Literally. I was taking Xanax
No,
too.
So my point of
Yo.
my thing with the text messages, when you send a text, it's supposed to be, hey, I'm gonna send you what I want to tell you. Read it at your earliest convenience. Sometimes my convenience is not early.
Here's the thing.
If you want me to know something right away, try to call me.
I don't got time.
My
to
texts
call
turn
you.
in like storybooks first off, because then I'm like really like, They do. I'm like, oh, I got to shorten this up somehow. And then I'm like, fuck this shit. I get that microphone thing, and I'm like,
You do the.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
it
like,
comes
I'm
out
just gonna
so weird.
no, I'm like, no, where you record your voice. I'm
but
like,
you're-
now you're gonna have to fucking hear me.
Yeah, but now sometimes it's like, hey guys, we're coming down tomorrow. I'll see you at 6. And then it's like, hey guys, 7:00 at the Ocean. We'll see you at the bar, and we'll get burgers.
Doing the
What
recording
fuck?
thing?
Dude, mine sucks.
Like I'm talking when you like talk into it, like
Oh, you're
record your
actually
voice.
Like record her
Uh,
audio.
Yeah, the
it
audio.
doesn't matter. He'll never
Yeah,
fucking
voice
see it.
It may be better than text though, because
So-
you can listen to it like a
and-
phone, like a message.
And in my defense, also, I have a lot of games and apps on my phone. So,
so many.
the whole ding, 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 ding.
Oh, I
ding,
deleted
ding,
oh,
them all.
I
ding,
don't like
ding.
noises on my phone.
Yeah,
so I have
so
them all turned off.
It's either I got to turn off my notifications. So it's not that I'm not. I think you look at it as like, I see your text and like, you know what?
Now,
No.
do you have an
I ain't
iPhone?
gonna- I ain't gonna. No, I don't.
Oh, so
You
I
have an
like it
iPhone?
when
Are
yeah,
you?
I like it when I can see when it says red, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
you
you're gonna
dropped
leave
a
me
pin.
on
See, I
red,
don't,
really?
Yeah, I don't do that.
You're in
If
a
I
cult.
see it, I'll text you back.
You're an
I'm in a
iPhone
cult.
user?
Oh, she's in a
I'm
cold
an
Oh.
iPhone
All
user.
right, guys, have a great time.
iPhone?
Thank you so much for tuning
And
in.
that about wraps it up. Thank you for this another episode.
Oh, that's why she was late. She
I
had
lost
the iPhone.
one.
Yeah.
I dropped one in the river.
Yeah. So the
Dang.
rule is at our podcast, just so you know, if you're late, you have to take a shot.
I don't
okay?
not know. I know that shit.
So Whistle Pig right here is some good bourbon.
I don't think so.
You
I don't
have
do
to.
dark
That's
alcohol.
the
I need some
rules.
light. I need
It's-
some
all right,
Tito's.
it's
or
not
something.
dark. It's-
What about
That is
Tito's?
light.
What about Tito's?
I'll do Tito's.
All
Oh,
right.
is it chilled?
We
have ice.
Put it
Oh,
on
this
some
shot,
ice.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, it's on the kitchen counter by the stove. You'll see it. You
I
have to take
was
a
gonna
shot.
stop and get me some like booze, and I was like running late already. So,
Larry's going to get this.
You know,
Were
here's the
you
thing.
ever? You know what time
I'm
we started?
always late. Hey, you better be happy I'm not like a whole day late.
I am
or
happy
4
that
hours
you showed
late.
up. We were contemplating like, all right, well, I guess
No.
we could do a show just about us. but,
I was tearing up flooring. I was ripping up flooring.
So you were doing a rehab.
No, I'm fixing my house.
Oh, your house.
In your own house, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
I thought you
got
were doing.
it.
So she sent me this text like, "Hey, I'm gonna be late. I'm tearing up the floor. I gotta go take a shower." Okay, cool. I get
3
it. I got you.
Like-
hours ago.
But I'm
No,
think-
I had to look at the message though because it said like I had to go back. I'm like, what time was I supposed to be there? It said 6:30, and so I'm like over there. I'm like, oh my god, it's 5:30, and I was like, damn, 6:30 is really early for me.
Like, I don't like it. I'll be a little later.
Well, the difference is, so
I had to
thi-
drive all the way from Cedar Point all the way
Oh,
to Jacksonville
dang.
because I'm staying in a
Oh, you're
hotel
way
now
out there.
because my house got
Is
flooded.
this the what you were talking about on
Apology
Facebook?
accepted.
Yeah, my house got flooded, so I'm staying in a
What
hotel.
happened?
Do we want to talk about that?
Yes.
We want to
Is
talk
it,
about
okay to talk about,
everything.
is it okay to talk about that?
Yeah.
You can talk about
Um,
whatever you want. There's no holds barred in this thing.
Well, I
okay?
have a obsessed person
Oh,
that
I knew that was gonna come up. I knew that was gonna come up.
that
You have a
Alright.
stalker?
I do,
Sweet.
and he flooded my house.
With-
You think he did it?
Oh, he told me he did. He told me what he did.
Oh,
So what did he do?
oh my god.
So he told me that he busted the water heater or did something to the water heater. But then when I went in to actually like, oh, this gets better. So I go in my house because I haven't been back for like a few weeks, and
Right.
the emergency heat was put on all the way up to top it all off.
So
So,
he got in the house.
oh yeah, he got in the house, and my screen was ripped off. He went through the window, and
Oh my god.
yes.
This
So
is a
I
bona fide stalker.
oh you have no idea.
I don't.
Oh,
So
like
I'm-
no idea.
Look, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna stay Swiss on this conversation because I'm kind of.
I know, I know. So that's why I wasn't gonna
No,
like
no, you're
even
fine.
bring it up.
You talk. I'm gonna be
But
Swiss.
I'm
I'm gonna sit
here.
back.
But I'm here.
So
Kelly,
So yeah.
I like some tea. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, she's
So he
like,
broke into your house, broke the window, busted your water heater, and turned up the heat.
and so he took. I guess he unloosened like something under my sink, like the sink in my kitchen.
Right.
So my whole entire like cabinets, counter, everything's
Ugh.
all destroyed. Like the carpet.
So like, how did
everything.
that conversation?
I had just
it's-
literally put flooring down like 4 months ago.
Oh, that sucks.
I know, and I have a mobile home, so I took off all the strips and everything,
Right.
and like did the. That's hot.
So, but good thing is we
We
have a
need some ice.
chaser right there.
Oh, no, but that's like that only made me like have this watery thing in my mouth.
She's salivating.
She wants a watery thing.
That
in her mouth.
exactly, yes,
Salivating. Good
yes.
word, right?
So put it like.
We have a freezer.
We have
Yeah,
ice
yeah,
right here.
You look really familiar.
Hey, look, we got ice right here. We got ice right here. Dude, we're ready. We got ice everywhere.
Wait,
You
well,
need
I'm really OCD, so I gotta look at this cup.
Dude, I
We'll wait.
cleaned it. It's
What's
fresh
in here?
ice.
What's
We'll
in- Are
wait.
you sure?
And some cocaine.
Yeah.
How, I have a stalker, so anything's possible.
You working with a stalker?
Okay.
Why do you have those plumbing
So
tools?
look, all you need, like grab a cup, put the ice in there, and then like make that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like a little.
Dude, that's our ice cup for the whole night. That's what we do.
Oh, I thought we were gonna pour it in there. Like, I'll take shots.
No,
Wait,
dude.
why don't
Oh, I
you-
think that sounds like a
we don't
great
have a shot
idea.
glass.
Nah, she's getting.
That sounds like a really good idea to pour it all in there and then like pour it out. Like,
so
you
this
know,
isn't
like,
King's Cup, dude. Like
I know, but see, then you
we
just do
should,
like that.
we
too.
should-
Oh, that's
we
like
should-
brilliant. See,
we should play
It's
King's
it's
like
like
Cup.
a killer
one day.
cup.
Yeah.
Dude, you thought about that? We should play King's Cup with somebody. Just sit here and talk and play King Cup as we're doing the podcast.
What is King's Cup?
Oh my god!
I'm glad you asked.
All right. Oh, okay. So King's Cup's a drinking game, right?
Okay.
So literally, you got your regular deck cards. You put around whatever, right? And you make rules as you go and things like that. So like I can't remember what it is, but let's say for example the queen. I don't know what it is. Maybe the king. Whatever you got in front of you, you pour a shot of it into the middle cup, right? And that's the king's cup. Right?
Okay.
I think it's the king. And when you have the last king, the fourth king, you got to drink whatever's in the fucking cup. Bro, like,
that is
and like,
gnarly.
and some are like, you got to take the invisible man off your cup to drink. If you don't take the invisible man off, you drink him. You got to drink again. So like, dude, we should do drinking games on the podcast.
That's
trying to
fun
get
though. You know, I owned a
all
bar
up.
too.
Did you
Yeah,
really own
I
a
did.
bar?
I did own a bar.
I don't know. You owned a bar.
Oh yeah.
Which do we know it?
No, it was
Okay.
a long time ago. I was only 26 when I got it,
That's awesome.
and I'm 38 now. And it
We're
was
the
the
same
worst I
age.
did. Oh yeah.
No, when's your birthday?
January 18th.
Mine's February. Look
No
at that,
shit,
dude. We're on
yeah.
the same
I'm like on the
day.
cusp,
Right?
too, yeah. That's probably why you're like,
And now
mine's
it's
constantly
down
going.
to 10.
Yes.
I'm telling you that my mind's always
Mine doesn't
working,
shut
dude.
off. Like I'm always writing. Like I get up in the middle of the night and start writing stuff.
Do you ever
so-
think about writing like songs?
I
or-
do. I write poetry and songs. I
really?
wrote a song actually. I haven't even talked about it to nobody because last time I
Really?
put something online, somebody like used it for their own. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with
and
you?"
I had an idea too. I wanted to bring cross it by you, but Ben was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't do it because somebody might steal it online." But I still want to do it anyway.
Okay, here we go. So
Okay.
listen to this
So-
horse shit.
Mine did. It did happen to me. I was really pissed about it. There's nothing I could have. I couldn't do anything.
No. This is how dumb this guy is.
When you hear it, you can be like, you know what? That is kind of pretty smooth. Okay, so have you ever done the virtual reality thing?
No, I
the
haven't.
VR
No,
thing?
I've never done it.
Do you know the concept of it? Almost.
I mean,
Like you put
yeah,
on the
you put it on and
glasses.
you're like supposed to be in there. And I did this game thing that was like that
kind of like that, where you kind of
Like porn is awesome.
Oh, you don't put
on
anything
it.
in your face. You're sitting in this room.
like. But can you move around in the room?
You
In
can't-
the VR room?
No, you just feel like you're in it. You're
Right,
in
you
the
can
game.
Look around. You can
Okay,
look
so
around.
let's
Right,
go
yeah.
off of that. Let's
Okay.
go off of that. So I was thinking in the last couple podcasts we was talking about like time travel and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So I was like, okay, so how does one time travel? So I was thinking of all these different scenarios, and I was like, well, we kind of do time travel in a sense because when we record videos,
It's not time travel.
in a sense,
It's not time travel. We're
you're-
not going
you're
back
going-
in time.
You're going back in time. And
You are not going back. You're
I mean, you're just
visit-
looking at a memory.
You're looking
right.
at a
So
memory, but it's
in a
not going back in time.
sense, it's a sort of time travel. Larry, I'm glad you're back because I'm gonna need some black up here.
Black up.
Yeah. So we're talking about time travel. So in a video, when you take a video of something, right? You hear me, right, Larry? Just nod. Okay.
Yeah, he's-
Oh, he's
So-
getting professional over
Well,
here.
he is.
He's
mixing-
hired.
He's mixing this shit up. Whatever he's
He's
doing.
about to short circuit this whole trip.
What did you just do?
He
Is that
he
is that
chilled
vodka?
it. Yeah, he chilled it. That's a
Yeah,
big
let's make
shot.
that over here.
Well,
Okay. I'm drinking bourbon and I'm at. Oh god.
Chug, chug. Me? Oh, I wasn't committing to being an alcoholic today. No, thank you.
Oh no, this is full committed. I'm drinking bourbon with vodka. This is a bad idea.
I can't do dark alcohol.
I
I
love dark
I get
alcohol.
crazy.
No, so I get relaxed. Like I'm like.
If I get drunk, I usually like
Oh, this is.
But
depending
hey-
on who I'm around,
Hey,
it
hey,
can go
guys,
good or bad.
Elizabeth fell down the stairs again. We're gonna need some help picking her up.
I have passed on some of the oddest places.
I'm not drunk.
All right. Anyway.
All right, so Larry, hear me out. All right, so when you make a video and you go to watch it 2 years down the road, in a sense, it's some form type of time travel.
100%.
You're not.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Put
He's
your
with
headphones
me.
on.
All right, so have you done the VR thing, right, where you put the VR glasses on?
Maybe
Yeah,
if you had it like
once or twice.
professionally done to make it
Right.
feel like you're
Once
time
or twice.
traveling back.
Once or twice. Okay, so you've done it. You've been in the room, and you've done it to where you sat there.
You got to
Right.
hear his
And you're
bullshit
looking around.
excuse first.
So I was thinking, okay, so if you could record a video, okay, if you could somehow record a video to where you could hit all points of that particular room at that particular time, just like they do the panoramic. You ever take a panoramic picture with your phone? How you start from
I've
your
seen
left?
them, but I've never done
Well,
it.
how it works is you start from your left, and then your phone will tell you, okay, shift, and shift, and you go around, right? So it's something like that with a video, okay, to where you're hitting all points, all right?
Okay.
So later on, you can watch that in a VR thing. to
But
where
we
you can,
already have this.
But okay,
No,
my
we
question
don't.
is like, most of my past I don't actually want to go back to.
That's a good point. But the point is, we
Right.
already have this.
But
This is already there.
It's not.
It might.
Now,
it
is there
might
part?
be.
Do you want to go back to like your past?
The what?
Do you want to go back to your past?
I'm not going back.
Well,
to
I
the
mean, like,
1700s,
I
say
have
that.
kids, so if like I record like my
So-
kid's graduation or something like
here's
that.
what he wants. He wants to do it all from one camera. Okay, so I'm looking at you. I'm framed at you right now.
Right.
Okay. He wants to be able to, in this VR, see Kelly drinking that drink right now, but I can't because this camera's looking at you.
You're
You see
leaving
what I'm
out a very important key point.
saying? The software won't do shit,
yes,
Kelly.
it will. Okay, so 10 years ago we couldn't do the shit we're doing now.
So he keeps on
10
saying.
years ago we could not do the shit we're doing right now.
He says it's the software.
Yo,
no,
he's got
I feel like I've seen a
10
movie.
years
I
ago,
feel
we
like I've
could
seen a
not do
movie
this
like
shit.
that.
This is Black Mirror.
Yeah,
He's
10
talking
years
Black
ago we
Mirror.
couldn't do the shit we're doing right now.
right. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if I'm looking at
Right.
her right now with my camera.
Right.
The camera will not pick up what the fuck you're doing over here.
Because why? You left
Because
out the key
camera's
point.
not looking there.
No, I literally just said you have to hit
It
key
doesn't
points
matter
of the
key
room.
points, bro. So,
So how do they do it in a video game?
Because a video game is pre-programmed.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I'm recording, I'm recording her right now.
Okay, no, I got him. I got what he's talking about.
Hit it, Larry.
So you're talking
Hit it,
about
Larry.
using some type of AI to
Yeah.
simulate what everything's going on. Yeah,
But
Yes.
you're not really seeing your surrounding. You're seeing AI surrounding.
You're seeing what he's saying is you'll be seeing something that resembles the
Thank
past.
you,
But
Larry.
that doesn't matter because here's the thing.
Here's
so
to
let's
Larry.
say the camera's focused on her. She's an opera singer. She's singing
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job,
Yeah.
right? But Kelly's over there laughing and coughing
Did she show up late? Hold up.
like a motherfucker.
So what you would probably need is like a 360 camera to
Right.
capture everything.
That's what I said, and they sell them.
What does
Wait,
a-
is that the issue?
What does a 360 camera do? Pick up
Wait,
on
has-
key
Wait, are y'all?
points.
Are y'all?
You would want it to capture everything.
But it picks up on key points.
No, it picks up multiple camera angles to make it one view.
Just like a panoramic picture.
No,
you can
no,
No,
scan
because
from
you
here
can you will get
to
multiple
here.
views.
Thank you.
And then if you have it like on like one of those VRs and you have the multiple views, you can move around anywhere.
Thank you. You cannot do this from one camera.
Wait,
Kelly.
wait. You're trying to do it from one camera?
Not per se one device.
You could still
Like-
program
like
it
they
into one
like
device
they
though.
do have.
Thank you.
They do have the because Google does a 360.
Yeah,
thing.
but you can still program it into one device.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like now.
So
Okay,
it's
almost like one
already
of the,
available.
Remember when you were a kid and you had those red things and you could flip.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool. Remember those
So
things?
essentially, you would
Dinosaurs
have a
and stuff?
360 camera and
Oh
you
my
would
God.
have like slides, but put them all into one VR.
Did you
That's
have?
what I've been saying.
But it's not. Oh my god.
That's what. But I'm saying in a
I love you
video.
guys.
A video.
Yeah, so
sense.
but you could put it into like a video like that.
So where when you're watching the video in VR, you could actually move
But you can't move in time.
if you hit those key points.
You would have to make it like a game almost.
Right.
Oh,
But
that
it-
would be kind of
it's-
cool though.
it's
Right.
But it's got to be pre-programmed responses.
That's what
You
the
cannot-
programming
But
is.
okay, but it's programming, not recorded. There's a difference.
It's
You can
recorded
record it though.
program.
Actually,
You
you-
recorded programming,
But you-
yeah.
but you can't record what's
Yeah.
happening now. So
I'm
I
like
can't
in the
record
tilt
you.
here.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I can't record you doing what you're doing right now and see what's happening in the freaking.
Because
bedroom
you're not
behind me.
going, because it wouldn't be right now. You're going backwards to time travel back.
Right.
So it's right now, yes, but then tomorrow you can watch it in like your game.
And it's programmed every angle.
But you
that
need multiple camera angles. That's the
No,
point.
you'd want to use a 360 camera
a
and use
360 camera,
and then
Or-
use
or
the
you-
slides from each angle, each view,
which is
And then
and then
already
you would run it
available.
toge- and then you would run it
No,
together
One second.
into like a game.
What if you
Right.
took multiple pictures and then had
Video. We
and then
talking
had
video.
AI that run it all together? You can do it all.
Okay,
in one.
like
we're talking
on
video
a,
though.
on an iPhone, it's like a live photo. When you press the live photo, it plays like a little clip.
We're not
Right.
talking about Bill Gates over here. Like,
So
we're talking about-
we're-
you would want to like put multiple like live
Yeah, so I
Right.
photos together.
I wouldn't.
and like
I
when you
wouldn't
click
typically
through
want to
them,
walk out the door in my VR vision, but in that room.
But again,
It's
if I'm in my VR and I'm looking at you singing opera, and I
Mhm.
decide to look around the room while you're singing opera live as it goes, right? If I'm looking this way, I see a ceiling. I look over here, I see this dude fat, ugly, fucking asshole coughing, right?
I mean, that's
can't
part of the
because-
experience, though, because that happened back in time.
Because the camera
Right.
is here looking at you. So I need multiple cameras to record this.
No.
No,
fat
I don't. I get
asshole
what you're saying.
Yeah,
recording.
I
thank
do
you.
get what he's saying.
But
though.
software wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
It needs to be a video of it happening.
No, that's
No,
not
not really. Oh my gosh.
all it is inputting data. Okay, say with your theory. So it has to be like if
Okay, look, you can
if-
already watch a video, right?
right,
Right.
Okay, you can watch a 3D
Of
movie,
what the camera's
right?
looking at.
yeah.
And at 3D, you see things coming at you. But have you ever been into a 5D or a 7D simulator?
What is a 7D?
So I've been
It's
to them a
back in
lot,
the
and
show,
I
they
like
wore-
them a lot.
they
I
wore
like to take people
bell-bottoms.
with. I like to take people with me to go do them
What is
because
a
they start freaking me fuck
7D?
out.
What is that? Like
Oh,
dimension wise?
You feel like you're literally in the
I
fucking
mean, does
thing.
Avatar
I mean, I
grab
did that at
you?
like at Disneyland or Disney World.
No, like you're sitting in like this theater thing.
Yeah,
and
and
you're
I'm
there's
on,
like
I'm
there's like
strapped
five.
in.
Yeah, you're strapped in. And you're like
Yeah.
on these 5 seats or
Yeah.
6 seats or whatever. And no, you just put a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
And then
Is that like the Avatar ride?
Almost.
I don't know
Yeah,
like
it
about
is.
those, but
Have you not gone to Disney World?
no.
You sit on like a theater seats rows, and then once you strap in, it lifts you in the air, and the whole room becomes.
All right,
a
so
TV.
hold on. So 3D.
No, I didn't look at me in the air.
Yeah, I got lifted. I did the Jurassic Park one.
Okay, well I've done like no, I didn't do that, but I've done like a lot. I've done like. Or did you have a gun where you're shooting things, the zombies and stuff?
That was a different.
That
one.
was cool shit.
I
know what
did
you're talking
the
about.
Toy Story one. This was like years.
They were in
ago.
Branson,
Yeah,
This
I
was
know.
years
I've
ago.
been there.
and you like feel like you're riding through it, and then you go down the
Branson.
hills. I mean, it takes your stomach and everything.
And then you
Dude,
feel the
yes.
actual.
Like you feel like things hitting you and stuff, like
Yep.
air
Yeah.
and water, and then like
And-
you feel
and
like, and
they-
you're not even moving at all.
They
That's
did
the
that
thing.
at
You're not
Disney
moving.
World.
The
But
seats don't even move. Actually,
they-
they vibrate a little
They
bit.
shoot scents at you to like smell different shit.
Like they have
Yeah.
like air stuff that hits you or like whatever. I don't know how they make it happen, but the seats don't actually move. They just vibrate and rock
Yeah.
back and forth a little
Yeah.
bit. But you put the glasses on and you like feel like you're. My mom is 75, and I like to take her to because she screams and hollers and yells and laughs so loud that like I'm like she's like literally oh my god, she's like oh my god, you know, like and I'm like like it's so funny.
What is this witchcraft?
And I like got her video and I'm like golly, and like I'm like
But-
laughing my ass
But
off.
could you imagine a video like that?
That's
what-
how like so you can make a video like that.
But you're
Could you
making a
imagine?
pre-programmed
It'd have to be really
situation.
exciting.
Of course, any
You'd have to
videos
break
are
into somebody's
pre-
house and flood it to make it super
But,
exciting.
but it's not.
Yeah.
My,
Don't forget the screen.
my
Don't
ar-
forget the screen.
here's my argument. Here's my
Okay,
argument.
go ahead.
So to debunk all what you're talking about, okay, I'm gonna record my daughter's recital
Okay.
at middle school, right? So I'm recording her little group in front of me. The camera's aiming at them, and they're doing their thing. But some asshole, fat, ugly black dude right here is
Yep.
coughing.
When you go to edit the video, then you just edit that out of there.
Okay, or even if
No,
you're,
no. The whole point is I want to look at the black asshole
so you're
coughing.
you're recording your daughter's rehearsal to watch the black guy
No,
coughing.
because I'm sitting there watching it like, oh, this is so cool. I'm in this moment, and who's this asshole coughing? And I look over
Right.
at my VR unit,
Yeah.
which the camera is not recording. How do I pick up
Okay,
the,
so okay,
the
with-
asshole
okay,
coughing?
Okay, I like.
Because
Name
you have
Kelly.
to put it into
So
a
with that-
program still.
Yeah.
The
So
program won't change what's
Yes,
happening
it-
right now.
Let me answer
You
that question.
have to
Oh
you have
my
to
God.
code
Let me
it
answer.
right. It
Yeah,
has to be
Larry.
coded.
So say you're
Larry,
It
I
has
need
to be
help here.
So
coded.
say you're taking a video, okay? So I'm recording Elizabeth now. So
Right.
there's a button on the screen where I say live or something, or I hit the button so the camera focuses on her. And then if I want to pan away from her, I hit live so the camera focuses on that.
But
So
but that's
all
not
the-
VR.
all the other
That's moving the
listen,
camera angle.
Listen, all the other footage is pre-programmed in.
That's not.
I'm
you
telling you.
can't pre-program.
That's
live
going to come
situations.
out in umpteen years. And you're going to be like, you know what? Kel was fucking right.
Bro, you cannot
Yes, you
pre-program
can.
a live
It is
situation.
doable.
Drink some of that.
Yo, yeah, put that in there. So we got a little bit of a Tito's, which if you don't know Tito's, you suck. And then we got little pink lemonade. And Tito's and pink lemonade is
there another glass?
the
So I don't have to
shit.
drink out of the
Okay,
bottle.
so we're going to veer off of my,
No, that's
my,
your bottle.
my brilliant
right?
idea.
That's your bottle.
No,
Have a
I
good time.
don't. No, like I don't want to drink out of the bottle. If anybody else is gonna drink it, so I'll just do like this. Is fine.
Oh, you're good.
So
So-
the whole you know the name of this podcast, right?
No. Oh yeah, kind of. I remember seeing it.
The Empty Bottle Podcast.
Yeah.
So
yes.
motherfucker, you got to drink.
Oh, I am like remember.
Okay.
Whatever bottle you
This
choose.
is not just a shot. This is like
Let me see
vodka
that.
on the rocks.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Or-
so
Yeah,
good.
That's like that's a whole drink.
So
yeah,
That's half the bottle.
So
That's a
for,
drink.
for y'all don't know, Larry's off screen just sipping on Whistle Pig from the bottle.
chugging it
Dude.
straight to the head.
Go ahead, Larry. Let's take a thing. All right. So for people that don't know bourbons and good whiskey, Whistle Pig is
Pretty
good
smooth.
stuff. That's some good stuff.
Pretty
right there.
smooth.
He just took the chick from the bottle, right?
See, his
In
eyes
our
are
underground
watering now.
bunker.
I used to be a professional drinker like that.
You
Back
used
in
to
the
But I
day.
retired from
Yeah,
it.
I used to drink Mad Dog 2022. You know?
Mad Dog. Oh my god.
I used to drink that shit too.
I remember my mom had a party. I'm like 12, right?
Right.
My mom had a party and she had friends over and she normally had the Franza. Remember Franza?
I don't.
That's like the wine in a box.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used to drink it.
So we're like super fancy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So my mom had Franza and I'm like, I'm going to drink something. Like mom's sleeping. Like, I'm going to sneak downstairs. I'm going to get something from the fridge, right? I go downstairs, there's Franza, and I'm going,
Kool-Aid.
I said, I don't want wine. I'm not gay, right? So, but she had
Bro,
Mad
no cap. I thought
Little
wine
did
was
you know.
gay. I thought wine was gay too.
So
When I was
she
younger,
took-
I was like, ugh.
She had Mad Dog 2020 in the fridge.
Oh, golly.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man. I've gotten hangovers off that.
Dude, I took a shot and I went,
You ain't like Mad Dog?
dude, I was
It's
12.
like Kool-Aid.
I was
The
12.
kiwi
Yeah,
flavor.
Well, you know what?
I used to drink a lot when I was like 15, actually. That was like the
Right?
year I
think
started
was
really
like
drinking.
16, 17 when
God,
I was
drinking.
like 15, and that's
sheltered.
when I was like an alcoholic, literally. I feel like.
Larry is totally sheltered.
I'm
I was
a good person.
not sheltered by no means.
Where are you from?
I was sheltered when I
I
went
am
home.
from actually Missouri.
Missouri.
Yes.
Oh, what part of Missouri?
So I'm from the southwest part of Missouri.
That doesn't tell me shit.
Oh well, it's like
Rip
kind of.
your town, homie. Rip your town.
It's well, I don't.
Drop a pin.
It's actually really close to Branson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Branson.
So it's like right there, like on the line, Arkansas, like Missouri line.
So you're from like a tourist town,
Yeah.
kind of like Wilmington, and
Like I can be in Branson in like 20 minutes.
no shit.
Yeah.
Close enough.
So we went on an RV trip across.
But I go to
America.
Harrison more, so
I-
I'm close to Harrison too.
Harrison, Missouri.
Arkansas.
Okay, that too.
Yeah, so I'm close to both places.
I don't know where none of you go. I
So,
went
like,
to Missouri
Harrison's, like-
once and
I
had
know
a tornado
Branson.
scare.
Wait a second.
That
This
was
is
it.
Branson?
Dude, Branson.
Oh
is
yeah,
all-
so Harrison's like
Oh,
30 minutes
my.
away from like Branson.
Larry, have you never been to Branson?
Isn't that
Yo,
like
I
the
ain't never been to
tornado
Arkansas.
capital
I'm
of the
from
world
Mississippi, all
I think
right?
Oklahoma might
So
be.
Branson's in Missouri.
Branson's cool. It's
Branson's
fun.
cool as shit, man. It's a tourist trap.
This is a Myrtle Beach.
Bro,
No,
you look
that,
at
it looks
all
like
the,
Myrtle Beach actually, but Branson and Orlando, Myrtle
Yeah.
Beach,
Bro,
Panama City,
type up
they all look alike.
Branson residential.
no. we
There's
don't
not a
wanna
lot of
see
people
that.
that live there full time though. Actually,
Really?
no,
This is
There's a lot
kinda
of
cool
Airbnbs
looking,
out
though.
there. and
because
stuff like
there.
that.
I mean, like, because
I
people
mean,
come in
you're-
seasonally.
you're-
Actually, there's more people living there. There
You
are
got a
building
theme
a lot
park
there
pulled
now.
up. Yeah,
There's more
it's-
people
it's-
moving there
what-
now.
So what's
Missouri-
this octopus? This octopus
The
scary,
lake,
by the way.
Table Rock Lake. People love it at Table Rock Lake. It's a nice lake. It's a really nice.
Is that what the
lake.
octopus is?
No, that's the new aquarium.
Oh.
Actually, they just put that in not long ago.
Doesn't Branson have that area what's like mansions that were like left alone? Like they're big abandoned.
so
Larry,
those
I hope
were
you're ready for this what if.
they took them out.
Did they really?
They
I
did.
want one.
Silver Dollar City bought it. They're putting like a college or something. in
Go
there.
ahead,
So-
get it ready.
Larry,
And
pull up,
dormitories.
Larry, pull up the.
They were calling Indy. Oh, what were they called?
abandoned
I can't-
town in Branson,
Like
Missouri.
no,
Pull
put
it up.
abandoned condos.
Abandoned condos. They were like mansions. Like
They were, but they
Done.
were. I went into them whenever they were doing them, and they were actually condos.
oh really?
They were, but they were like real fancy. They were
Dude,
supposed to be.
it was
They went
weird.
bankrupt during
So
the
we
process
went
of
we
doing
went through
them.
there about 4 or 5 years ago. We have a RV.
Yeah,
like,
those right there.
that we were not.
She's like, that's me.
Yeah, look at that. They're beautiful, man. Like
What's
they're-
the
I
story
remember-
behind those?
I think the person went bankrupt.
is that what it was?
So wouldn't that be like your dream right there?
Not really. I guess because
Well,
at the time, like nobody wanted to be in Branson.
but you're
living.
15. Hypothetically, you're 15. Would you not want to hang out in these mansion like abandoned buildings?
Jada would.
Not when I was 15. Absolutely not.
Is there crackheads out there?
No,
She's
because it's
like,
like
I
in the
was-
middle of nowhere.
I was just drinking.
Oh,
that
really?
was
There's
it.
like nothing by there.
It's not by Branson.
It's in Branson. It's in West Branson, the west side of Branson.
Dude, I love Branson. It's
Branson
so much
West.
fun.
Yeah, Branson West. So Branson West didn't have a lot back in the day.
I can
Yo,
spend
how
so
much
much money. in
there?
Branson.
How much could I get one of these houses for?
They're gone now. So Dollar City bought them.
Oh, they bought them?
Well,
Yeah.
I think they bulldozed them down already.
No.
They look
Dude,
gone in the
I'm telling you,
pictures.
They were 3,000 square foot.
There's a
mansion.
glass house on the lake that Robert Plaster owned, and I think that nobody lives in there now anymore.
Who's Robert Plaster?
He's super like rich, loaded guy, but he's passed away already. Now I'm from an area that where there's like a lot of people that.
What the hell brought you here?
Well,
Remember that stalker?
not the
remember that
stalker,
stalker?
not the stalker. No,
I wanna know this.
I met somebody that was in the Marine Corps. and I got married. We got married.
Ah, see,
Military.
that's what it is.
Military.
Yeah.
So for y'all who don't know,
That was a
listen-
long time ago. That was like 7 years ago.
So-
we met. We got married.
For you guys listening on Spotify, right? Not YouTube, right? We're from like a military town. We're by Jacksonville, North Carolina, right? There's a lot of Jodies out here.
Life is like
It's so different, right?
creepest man.
So, if for anybody listening that's a Marine or former Marine or has anything to do with Camp Lejeune, knows what a fucking Jody is, right?
I think that my life is probably entertaining for other people. I swear to
Hey,
God.
it's all good.
Have you seen?
It's all
Have you
good.
seen? So they're opening a new collegiate baseball team. Have you seen this?
No, what
All
the
right.
fuck?
What?
Now
Yes.
wait a minute.
And-
I was
and-
told there was a baseball team somewhere, and I was like, "Are you? No, it's a football team." I'm like, "You're a liar."
No, dude.
I'm like, "Whatever." I'm like,
Call
"That's gay.
bullshit.
That's
So-
fucking gay."
so-
I fucking football team.
I ain't trying to. I want to see this lake house. Like where?
Oh,
Pull
look up the glass lake house on Table Rock Lake,
All right. While he puts it up,
or
look,
glass house on Table Rock Lake.
glass house on Table Rock.
Glass Lake
Table
on
Rock
Table
Lake.
Rock Lake.
Wow.
Yes, yes,
no
yes,
fucking
yes.
Way,
And you when you
That
go,
was
you can. It's like
abandoned?
literally in the middle of the lake.
$80 million.
It's in the
bro.
middle of the lake. There's
No
a guy that did a tour. Actually, he
way.
toured it on YouTube. You can look it up. He like they let him on the property to go like take videos.
It's,
and
it's
stuff.
abandoned.
Well, nobody lives there. I don't think.
$80 million. Dude, I wish I had $80 million to say, yeah, fuck it.
Hey, that's
You know,
He's
it
got
says
buildings
with
all
everything
over.
left
He was.
in it.
They said he's a philanthropist. I really don't know what he did. Honestly, he was probably like a drug importer. Who knows? I'm just kidding. But like,
Psych.
nobody really knows what he did. But there's all kinds of buildings
That
named
looks
after
like a
him.
hotel.
he had
dude.
like a couple.
That looks like a damn hotel. Oh, please tell me. you
There's a
saved
lot.
that,
Like
dude.
Johnny Morris, Bass Pro. He's from the area.
Oh my god.
Robert Lowe, Prime Trucking. He's from the area. He's got a 70,000 square foot house there, I think.
Jeez.
And
What?
then
dude, that looks like a man. That looks like a hotel.
Pensmore.
Is that what you're talking about right there?
Yeah, Pensmore. There's another one bigger than that. Pensmore Castle.
And
That's
they're
in
just
Highlandville.
Abandoned buildings.
No, Pensmore. The guy lives there. His name's Stephen Huff.
Oh my god,
Ooh,
dude.
Marble.
The inside, I think, is ugly though.
It's
It
retro.
looks like a 70s.
Like 70s.
porno.
Yeah, he
Retro.
never. They never got updated. But I don't
Yeah,
remember when he like.
fuck it.
Time
There's
capsule.
a time
passed
capsule
away.
in there.
There's a time capsule.
2042. Ooh.
Yo, I gotta buy before 2042. I gotta get rich.
I just want to open it or be
All right,
there.
Larry.
we can
Larry.
wholesale that together.
Yeah.
Let's do that, dude. So
Teach me your ways.
so the whole
Oh, I need to
there's
learn
two.
way. I need to learn
There's
more
two time
ways.
capitals. It's 2092
Oh my
and 2042.
God. What
I got to learn different ways.
we
do
need to know
something
when
like
they. Well, like,
I
that. We
gotta
just need
start
to
from
like
somewhere.
start stalking.
Yeah.
We can take lessons maybe from somebody.
Are you sure to take off the whole screen? Just rip it up? Okay.
Let's
Oh
video
my
the whole
God.
thing for later
Right?
on.
We're gonna insert this in our podcast.
We're gonna insert it in their VR video
Yup.
later.
This
the
was
VR
me.
video that doesn't exist.
It's gonna exist once we get $80 million
Oh,
or
we
more.
better get it, bro.
Oh, my God. So Larry or Kelly believes in flat Earth.
No.
I kind of do too. Actually,
Oh,
I
No.
did not,
Wait.
and I'm like a huge universe
I-
person. I don't know, like
don't,
for real.
I
Liz?
don't believe in it, but I don't negate the
Wait,
whole
hold
So
on.
concept.
I like learning about like I'm a really big nerd. Okay, so
Who's
I
coming in
have
the building? Pull it
encyclopedias
up.
that I
1
read and
second. We got Brandy in the building again. Hey, Brandy.
dude, she like crawled in the room.
Kelly, I told your kids that they can go on a walk with Jada.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Brandy,
Where they
if-
going?
That's
So-
very nice.
We need to make a rule for the podcast. If you come in to like to tell us something,
You gotta take a shot.
have a shot and grab a mic.
Yeah,
Grab a shot.
I really don't
right
want
there
my
and
daughter
grab a mic.
walking
That's,
around.
that's what you got to do.
Honestly.
That's sorry, baby.
You
I
can
love
drink
my
the rest of
wife,
that.
but damn it,
I run a tight ship, and that's my baby girl.
Larry, give her the mic. Give
Well,
her
how
the
old
mic.
is
No,
she?
we
First
can't.
off,
10.
Give her the mic. There you go.
where she can walk
She's
at.
with Jada.
I don't even know where the fuck I'm at over
So,
here.
Brandy, what?
I
what-
don't either.
You saw the route.
Exactly.
Oh, well, I ain't pulling over nowhere.
No, I feel like this neighborhood's really so far. Nobody's gonna
This
come
is
over
my mic
here.
now.
You
Yeah,
think
where-
anybody's gonna-
where are they
nobody's
going?
coming here because you know what? They'll get lost anyways or run off a road. So nobody's gonna get out here to get nobody.
Is there like a time frame they need to be back, or you just
I
said,
feel like it's very safe here.
so? Is there a time frame that they need to
We're
be
like
back?
in a different country in this area.
Dude, I love it out here, dude. Isn't it awesome?
I don't want them
It's,
to leave
I'm-
like this.
I felt like I lived really close, maybe, but I don't know if I do or not.
You live
Okay,
in
that's-
Sneeze Ferry,
that's-
bro.
No, because I was like, oh my god, that's my friend's
They
house I
go
passed by.
a
Did you
little
really?
bit
I
and
did.
come
I was
back.
like, oh, I
don't
know
want
where
them
I'm
walking
at.
This way at all.
Because I know a girl that lives not far away across from the gas station.
Oh, by Mosmart.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
The little bullshit ass
Yeah,
Haji Mart.
yeah. So I
The
know a girl
Wiz.
lives over there,
The
and
Wiz.
so I'm like, oh, I know. Like I've been here before because that's my friend's house.
Oh, that's funny.
And so I'm like, so I know the area. So I'm like,
but
I
you,
obviously,
you
but I
mean-
didn't come from my house.
Do you mean you know the woods that we're buried into, and not the driveway that we're parked in?
Do you know there's a Black Panther around these parts? Well,
No, I saw a Black Panther.
I know. I'm being funny.
You know what, you guys? Listen to this.
Don't
Back
tell me
along,
you saw it on the
Where
way
were we
here.
at? First off, I
We were
was
talking
about
about
to get
flat
way
Earth.
off topic.
We were talking
That's
about
fine.
flat Earth.
You're good.
We were talking about flat Earth.
Okay, so I believe in a lot of stuff.
Oh, you're
Right.
full of shit.
I actually have encyclopedias, like a lot of them. Still.
You know what year it is?
Let me tell you something. At least whenever everything goes to shit,
2023.
you know, when everything else goes to shit, I have encyclopedias to refer back to.
We do need fire
from
starter.
1958
You have
and
actual-
1985.
You have paperback, like you have
They're
actual-
first off, they're a whole collection.
Hardback.
I have first edition Mark Twain
No,
books.
you don't.
Yes,
dude.
I do. I have volumes.
You actually read?
They are expensive. Actually, if you wanted
They were
to sell
expensive
them.
back in the day. Yeah.
No, you actually you read?
Oh yes, I read them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I like to reference
So-
people to
so-
That's
them.
cool as shit,
Oh,
dude.
I have like the North Carolina Statutes of Real Estate book, and I like to reference people to them. I'm like, you want to fucking try me right now? Because I have all legal books too,
Well, look.
and I will fucking quote anything any day of the week because
No fucking
oh,
way.
absolutely.
I like that.
Oh,
she has that
absolutely.
because we're gonna. Can we do a quick break, real quick?
Yeah, we need a smoke break.
We'll do a quick break, and then when we come back, I want to dig into what you know about flat Earth and what you've been reading. in
'Cause
those old
This is
school-
all new though, because here's the thing. I was watching that dumbass rocket go up, and I was like,
which rocket?
Which
Which
rocket?
one?
the
Yeah.
SpaceX thing.
Okay.
Dude,
Okay, so
SpaceX,
I
what's up?
I get on things late because I don't do a lot of tech stuff, mind you. Okay, so I
Right.
don't get online a lot. Like I post bullshit on Facebook a lot, like because I like talk shit.
Right.
So I was watching this fucking video, and I'm like, that thing like couldn't go past. Like it looked like it just like hit something, like you know,
The
like when-
firmament?
yes, I was like,
Oh,
oh my
my God,
god.
okay. Second
I got my encyclopedias out, not even lying. I was like, I'm gonna look this
All
shit
right,
up.
let's
Oh
go.
hell no!
So when we
So
get
I
back,
was like, there's something wrong here.
yeah. When
And
we
so
get
I
back,
really start
we're
reading.
gonna
I
hit
go.
that
I literally
idea.
stayed up all night long. I stayed up for 36 hours, like researching the shit out of it. Reading
36 hours?
36 hours.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go
So-
smoke. Let's go. Let's take a piss break. Smoke break.
We're gonna break. and
We're
then
coming back to
we're
that.
coming right back to pick up on this subject.
We're back. We're talking about flat Earth because some people are stupid. Anyway,
So listen, because this guy's stupid right here. So
Nah.
tell me. So let's talk about
Problems.
flat Earth. Okay.
Okay.
So
and then
you-
I'm gonna give my what is that word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh,
I'm
Your
heard-
input,
Hey, Larry,
you're
fix
gonna
your
get your
mic. There you
opinion.
go.
I can do it.
She
I
got
think.
it.
Yeah,
no, I
she-
can't. It's
she's-
not turning.
good,
She's
you're
a
good.
strong,
It's
independent
okay.
woman.
It's fine.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
I'll just adjust my head.
Just move your
Go
head
to the
around.
microphone.
I adjusted my head one time. Somebody came too fast.
It's like doing a porn.
Yeah. Shots fired.
Yo,
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what
You,
the new
you
boys
believe
will
in
do.
flat Earth?
Okay, so I'm on the fence about it because I just like started watching this video that made me like really looking into things.
What's it called? So I can pull it up.
Oh, pull it up. The SpaceX video of the.
SpaceX is not shit about flat
Okay,
Earth. There.
no, this is what made me come to the. Listen, I started looking at everything because of the video. That's what happened. One thing led to another. Okay, so I watched this video that came on fucking TikTok, and I was like, huh. I watched it like over.
Elon Musk.
I watched it like over and
Wait,
over and
that
over
he
again,
owns flat
and
Earth?
I was like,
No,
that
that's bullshit.
that spaceship is not able to like obviously go any further than what it's going.
Oh, you're talking about the one where it like hits a firmament.
It
quote,
did
and, like,
for
bounces
sure.
off of it.
Yeah, it did.
No.
Yes, it
is a
totally
firmament.
did.
All right, so
It did.
explain it.
And
explain
so
it,
I'm
explain
like
it.
looking up like why did this happen, or like what would prevent it from not being able to like keep going, you know? And so then this word comes out, and I am like not
Firmament?
familiar. Yeah, so I'm like not familiar with the word, right?
Right.
And I'm like, I text my mom, like, my mom's super religious, and I'm like, Mom, you know the Bible, like you write about it every day.
Have you heard
And
about
like,
Well,
Enoch?
before we proceed, let me start by saying this.
she didn't want to explain anything to me though,
I'm
because she's
not
like,
saying
Yo, look at this
I
screen.
believe in the flat Earth. Period. I'm saying
not saying
it
that.
could be a possibility.
so I don't
No.
believe
Wait.
necessarily. I believe a few things. Okay,
Okay.
so I text my mom, and my mom's
Can you-
not want to talk to me because she's like,
I
we're just gonna
disown you.
argue about this and blah. I'm like, no, I promise you I'm gonna listen right now because she's super really like very religious. Like, I'm like, you can't be that religious and expect your kids not to rebel.
You're called a backslidden sinner.
Backsliding.
Backsliding, yeah. All right,
So-
yo, look at this. Look
All
at
right,
this video.
so
Look at this
explain-
video.
Is
Hold
this
on,
the
hold
video
on.
that you saw?
Look at this
Let's see
video
what
right
you
here. Hold
That's
on, let me
not
turn
the
it up.
exact video I
Listen,
seen,
listen.
but
Look, watch this. Look at that. Oh, wait. Oh, turns to the other side. Oh, that looks like a sphere.
well, that looks a little
No.
bit fake.
That's bullshit.
Y'all
That's-
are y'all
That
are
could be
bullshit.
some-
Wait.
I
Time out.
mean,
Hold
that
on.
looks a
Hold on.
little
Hold on. What's
fake.
bullshit?
Because I mean, like,
Go ahead.
so you're asking me technical questions when I'm half a bottle of
Yes.
really good whiskey in.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand. So the whole point of that is that was just he was changing trajectory. That
That's
doesn't mean
not
anything.
even
Oh,
true.
Are you okay? So are you saying that video he's bouncing off the firmament?
No.
Yes.
Well,
No.
well, you can see his.
But if you go back through every single you know what? I put this. I wrote it down. It's fine.
Oh, did you? You have notes for the firmament.
Where's your notepad?
Well, first off, I don't have that, so when I have to prove something, I have to keep it in my phone.
All right. I think your phone's having all kinds of issues with the microphones right now. It's like the phone's like. Remember that stuff from back in the day when you're trying to go to AOL.com trying to
There's
log
all you
in?
have to come in here with it. Okay, look, listen, you guys.
All right.
The Mayan, the
Mayan.
Norse, the Hindu, the Inca, Navajo, Arabic, Hebrew, and there's a couple others, right?
Uh-huh.
Never went out of space. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
no. They all believed. Every one of those believed that Earth has a dome.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know what they also believe?
So, have you ever heard the saying "as above,
Well,
so below"?
So I also believed it.
Let me negate that. Can I?
Negate this shit.
Let me say real quick.
go ahead.
I used to believe in Santa Claus till I was about 10.
Santa's real.
Everybody believed that shit.
Santa is real.
Santa's real.
Get the fuck out.
Santa Claus.
Santa is real. Yes, there is. There's all
Santa's
kinds of
real?
Santas. You know that, right?
Oh, you wait. Are y'all talking about the Santa Clauses that have died, like the Turkish Santa Claus that actually went and gave? Because that's actually
Saint
historical.
Nicholas.
Yeah,
What?
that was
What?
a Turkish guy.
I mean, I adopt
Yeah.
kids
Wait, did y'all
every
know that?
year, and I'm a Santa type.
Wait, did
Santa
y'all know
Claus
that?
is real.
Did y'all not know that?
Just saying.
Hold on.
You have to look at it from different
Santa
perspectives.
Claus
Real quick.
is real.
No,
The
no.
Easter Bunny not so much.
No, was. Santa Claus was a guy who lived in Turkey. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, but what I'm saying is
Different perspectives. You got to look
You-
at
you
the
can believe
big
it.
picture.
You can
Look
believe
at the
whatever you
big
want.
picture, though.
It
Look
doesn't
at the
mean
big
it's
picture.
real.
So I do believe that there is a dome, and I do believe that there is water above the dome.
What?
I do.
Oh my
Water.
Okay, this is what makes me think it's a sphere.
Okay, hold on. Hear
Okay,
her out.
now,
Hear her out.
now listen, you're gonna like this part. That's what makes me think that the Earth is a sphere, like a round sphere.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if there is a dome, so to say, then water would be contained like almost like a fishbowl
Why
upside down.
water though?
Because we are, if you look at a Earth on like Google search, then we're surrounded by water on every side. You got to look at it on a 360-degree
Hold
angle.
on. I'm with you there.
You got to
but
look at a
I'm not
360-degree angle. If you were to
following.
spin it right,
Right.
then water would be above and below and on each side.
I've never loved and hated a person so much.
Okay, so water would be all around.
Agreed.
It would be above and below.
I was like, yeah, flat
Okay.
Earth. Now I'm like, wait, what?
Wait a
Okay,
second.
so water is all around us. Okay, we
So-
all
so
know
space
that.
is
Right.
water.
So technically, space, atmosphere, you can only go so far into the atmosphere before you can go any further. You want to know why you really couldn't go any further? One, because of the temperature. Two, because there would be no oxygen.
Right, but you have capsules.
Because you're out of space.
It doesn't
holds
matter because if you
oxygen.
went into water,
You're losing me
you
there,
could
Peter.
no longer actually have. You
Yeah,
would,
but-
you would drown everybody
Hold on,
else.
hold on,
but
You would
our-
drown.
hold on, hear the
You would
theory.
you would drown everybody here on Earth.
But
It's
the-
impossible to
no.
go past at a certain point.
right.
And it really is impossible to go to a certain point in everything that you do. Literally, there's a stopping point for everything.
Right.
Everything.
But here's my point though.
Not
So
infinity.
if you can go
Oh,
not,
deep,
yes.
not the universe.
How do
If
you
you-
know?
Where's the end?
Where's it?
I know. Where
that's
is the
infinity.
end?
You
Infinity
can't-
doesn't
And we
matter.
go
Since you
back
can't
and
go
forth.
if you can't go past a certain stopping
You
point,
talking
how
about
you
the
gonna
visual
know?
end or like the end? That, because
The
there's-
end.
So
we don't know there's an end.
Yeah.
so then I was like, listen, things reflect off water.
Right.
Okay, so if we all know this,
Right.
all right.
Mm.
If you were to do like the talking hand in the daylight,
Yep.
you can't see it.
All
But if
right.
you do it in nighttime, you can see it, right?
Wait, what are you
wait.
talking about?
Hold up.
Shadows.
Talking
Shadows.
hand?
Like if you were to,
If
if
I
you were to
did
dim
this
the light,
in the daytime,
then you
I can
can't-
see my shadow.
no, not I can't see.
Liz,
I can't do
Liz,
this right now.
Liz, Liz,
Because
I got a question.
your light source.
Because your light source, right?
Right.
Okay, so
if I
you
go
tell.
like
So
that, I
okay,
can see it.
okay.
Let's
no,
let Liz
you
finish
still
because I got a
cannot.
question.
Yeah,
No.
because the light source is here. I can see
Okay,
it on
so
the
let's talk
table.
about the light source now.
Okay.
Okay, the
All
light
right.
source.
All
Okay,
right.
so water, and then you got your light source,
Okay.
day and night. All right, day and night.
Right.
So, if the sun is not technically in the firmament, well, it's above it. It's above
The
it.
sun. Okay, so nothing's above the firmament.
No, I
But
disagree. I
water.
disagree.
Oh,
I disagree that. I
shit.
disagree with that.
So Venus
Because
is
I
in
think
the,
there's another level above the water,
Yo,
Okay.
we going
which
some
is
new
the
shit.
sun.
Wait.
So,
Hold on.
okay,
That
okay,
reflects
whoa.
down.
Okay, hold on.
I want to hear this.
And
You
that's
got-
what
No,
makes
yeah,
the rays.
hey, Kelly.
Because whenever you reflect something off water, you get different lights, different rays.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wanna hear
you
this.
bitch, Kelly.
I
A
want to hear.
prisma. It looked like.
I want to hear layers of the ocean. Let's go.
No, I
Hold
want
on.
to hear. No, I want to hear. No. Actually, I really do want to hear what she's saying because this is
okay,
interesting.
but
I've
you
never
know how
heard
you
this.
know how I am. I gotta break it back down.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
take it and I
no,
break it back down,
no.
so-
I want her to expand like the
Right, but I want to keep.
galaxies.
I want to.
There's like
I
nothing.
wanna
There's
track her.
nothing to back me up on this. This is my own thoughts.
Oh,
first off,
this
No. So
this is an anecdotal theory.
I'm with you with the flat
yes,
Earth
it
thing.
is because I got so fascinated with it.
So hear me out. So you have your Earth ball, or flat, whatever. You have your Earth.
if you were to have it flat though, so I did it from both sides.
Right. So okay. So you have.
So
your
I-
Earth.
Both sides is good.
Let's go. You have your Earth, whatever shape it's in. You have
Uh-huh.
your Earth. Then there's a firmament.
Yes.
Okay. So
What
your belief there
is
is
a firmament.
Thank
Hold on.
you.
the firmament is the layer,
No, what is it made of?
What is it?
aka ozone layer, aka
So that
dome.
holds water?
No. So you got your Earth, then you have space, then you have. I'm talking about like just space, not outer space, but space. Then you have your firmament, which is the dome. Then there's supposed to be water.
I would feel like it was like a belt of gravity where you can't go beyond.
Right.
A
Then there's
point.
supposed to be water outside of
That's
the
more
firmament.
sense than
Hold
a
on, hold
glass
on.
layer
We
of
gotta
dome.
follow that. We gotta track
No,
it. So
like-
you have the water, and then you have the sun above the water. So the sun's not even in the firmaments.
No, because if you
I
were
need a
to
Okay.
technically like break it down, then you could break it down in a sphere of 3 sections.
3 sections:
So you have your Earth section,
Earth section,
you have your firmament section,
firmament,
Firmaments.
and then you have like another above.
which
it-
is ocean
No,
or water.
no, it would be light. The
Yeah.
light would some come down.
Keep up, Kelly.
So where'd the water go?
It almost be like the sun is at the top, like in the very center, and you're like have you ever seen a disco ball?
Yeah, I seen
So you got your disco ball,
1,000
the
times.
sun, and then you got your Earth,
it. All right.
and so your disco ball spins to make light all over the place and cool little lights, right?
All right.
So during different times of the day, your disco ball is up here spinning
While
with
the Earth
the Earth is rotating.
But the
And
Earth
then
is
so at
rotating.
some point the sun is going to shine really bright and send rays down,
Right.
right? And then whenever it starts spinning in a different
So we're not
direction,
even talking
and
about
there's something that
flat Earth
crosses
anymore.
it. No, we are. I'm going to do both scenarios.
Okay.
So you got your disco ball, right?
Right.
And then whenever the moon, which is below it, were to cover under it, okay, not over it,
Right.
under it,
Right.
then there's holes in it that would make your stars.
All right, so this is what I need you to do.
Time
Hold
out.
on. Well,
Time out.
wait,
Hold
no,
on.
this is what I need.
We got a
I
tracker.
need.
Let
I
him talk.
need.
Let him talk.
That
I
would be
need-
below. That would be below, reflecting off the water below the sun, below the water.
So the
So-
stars,
Stars.
are
What
lasers.
stars?
One second.
Lasers
Kel,
that are hitting the
Hold
water.
on. Hold on. Let him
Kel,
talk. Let him talk.
This is what I need. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
This is what I need because I am a visual learner. Like words are just it's like symbols that
Right.
there's sounds that we say
You have
this
to
means
use your
this.
imagination.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah,
You ever
that's
see
all
Sesame
it
Street
means.
or like Barney
That's
or something.
all it means to me. So I'm hearing all these sounds. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
That's why I'm doing. That's
So-
why I was doing
so
the visual.
what-
The Earth,
yo.
space, firmament. Above that, water. Because as if what is this?
Kale, sir,
water, and
Miss-
then the sun above.
Miss Lizzie, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to draw a picture, and then when he does the editing on this, we need a picture.
This is simple.
So, okay,
this is simple.
this
This
is
is simple.
sphere
This is
Earth.
simple. This is simple. This is
I
simple.
feel simple right now.
This is simple. Pull that video up with you from last
Okay,
week.
listen, that's sphere Earth, right?
Right.
Now let me
No,
get
no,
to
Okay.
she's
your
Now,
flat.
now we're going into flat Earth.
Okay, so we're not even on flat Earth yet. Yo,
No.
I am.
Okay. So
s-
what you
flat-
described is our pretty basic knowledge
Right.
of the
the flat
solar
Earth,
system.
or the solar. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
Larry's taking shots behind
now
you.
let me. Okay, so let me finish this off though, because then I was like, if you can only go so far in the atmosphere, right, and in the atmosphere you can actually get to the moon, you can see the stars, which would technically be like there would be some planets, right?
Right.
Maybe not big ones though.
Small planets.
Not even that really, but I think that the bigger planets actually wouldn't actually be above; it would be below, like sea level.
Sea level,
because they would reflect off.
But here's my
from
argument.
below,
So
to above.
Here's my only argument to this.
Okay.
I know it sounds goofy as all get out.
No.
So hold on. So for you watching the video and not the audio feed, I'm looking at like a Tumblr. Okay, so let's say the Earth is flat.
We're not there yet.
I haven't gotten to that part.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay,
the Earth is flat. So we're looking at this the size of my hand, right? Mm-hmm. And the sun is here going around this flat Earth image.
You know the concept.
Okay. And it's light in one spot, lighter in one spot.
Well, first off, it can go above a flat Earth. So I'm going to tell you how it would go.
But hold on, let's hear.
Here's my issue. You talk about planets far, far away, right? Mm-hmm. So if the Earth will light up, or the sun will light up, let's say half the Earth, hypothetically. The light travels half the Earth, right? So we're light here in the U.S. and it's dark in China, right? How does that light stop right there, but happen to go all the way to fucking Mars and light the thing up?
Hold on.
It wouldn't go to Mars.
It does go to Mars.
I'm going to switch my angle now.
There's no proof of it.
Because stupid. It's right there at the equator.
Because then that would be coming from NASA. Because NASA would be the one to prove that, and I don't believe in NASA.
NASA's fucked up. No, I don't believe.
So
in NASA
I can't
at all.
believe anything that they say.
100%.
Can we believe
they're the only ones that prove
of
that.
anything we say or anything that we know?
They're the only ones that have that knowledge.
Hey, real quick. You know, y'all understand the reason? Well, all right. So all right. The reason why they're dropping, they have ATIP and they have UAPs and everything like that.
Stop. We're not military. You got to put
the
only
ATIP
right.
I know
UAPs and ATIPs
it's not
and shit.
Military.
All right. So ATIP is just a new program. It's basically the new Project Blue Book. Project Blue Book was back in the day was for them, the CIA, to go out and like see, hey, are these sightings real? Right. Mm-hmm. So they have ATIP now.
What sightings, bro?
UFOs.
All right.
100%
Those are.
I totally
so
that's changing subject. That's totally
no. I'm gonna go.
I'm
gonna go back into.
I've been told I have a high energy, and that things like just.
Can you see?
Oh yeah. She saw a ghost.
Can you see ghosts?
Yeah.
Can you really?
So my mom sent me to see a psychologist.
What?
Hey mom, sorry. We have to talk about this.
Love you, Ma, but it's gonna happen.
Let's back up first. Okay, all right. So I'll just say this. Okay,
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm just gonna say that Saint Nick was in Turkey.
Did you call her Taylor Swift?
Yeah, because I was being Kanye West because I'm cute.
Okay.
So I've been told I have a high energy.
Right.
I've been told that by like several people,
Really?
and also some professionals.
Hold on, no,
Anyway.
I'm interested.
Okay, well, let's back up a minute to the flat Earth.
No,
Okay.
no,
Wait, no.
let's move to ghosts.
No, I want to hear that. I want to hear flat
Okay.
Earth, and then we can go to the
Okay.
energy.
Yo, Kel, were we
So-
just talking about we wanted to eat like somebody that was sensitive?
I know,
Last
yes.
podcast. Let's go.
Okay.
But I want to hear this flat
Hang
Earth.
on a
I want to hear
second.
her flat Earth theory.
Okay, so I want to ask you first.
Me?
Because I already think that I have an idea how this would happen. Let's talk about the sun again, okay?
Okay.
If there's a flat Earth, where do you think the sun would be positioned?
On the outer perimeter.
Of
No.
the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're on the outer perimeter.
We're at
just
on the outer edge.
So like by the Antarctic.
Not like in
So,
more.
okay, think about this, okay?
Okay.
Think about water and waves.
Right.
Think about riptides.
Right.
Okay.
If there's a riptide,
Controlled by the moon.
listen,
I'm
so
listening.
there's two different kinds.
Of
Whenever you if you look at the ocean from a view that's up higher and back, there's a rip wave, and the only way to get out of it would be go parallel.
Right.
Okay. Otherwise, you're not going to get out. So
this is all fishing terms.
need
so I'm with you right
so
here.
you need to go parallel
Right.
to actually get out.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. Surviving the current. Yep.
All right. So water is something that you can't explain, but there's a lot about water that's really interesting. You can't explain water a lot, but I love water. So I go to all kinds of water and I watch it a lot and I look at it, look at how it looks, everything, okay? Because water surrounds us, essentially. Right. We're made up of water. Everything has water in it.
We're mostly water.
Like, water is, like, a big part of us.
Larry's got a picture of the globe.
Yeah, she's
Nice.
Okay, so
all right.
Let's say that since we know that to get out of a rip wave, you'd have to go parallel.
Correct.
Like, you're going to go like this instead of, like, this or around or anything else. So, if that were the case, then I would think that the sun would be at a corner, like, up here, and the earth wouldn't go around, but it would move this. Because it would be hitting, it would go side to side. Because it would bounce like off of something, a dome still. It would bounce dome to dome, okay, like a pinball machine. And so the sun would actually bounce slowly, and it would hit here, 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 here. So if you were to take a globe map and fold it in 3 sections, 3 sections, you have this area, and this area.
Right.
And if the sun were moving, bouncing like a pinball machine, then it would be here. It'd be night here, day here, night here, and it would keep bouncing from corner to corner to corner.
But that's not explaining the flat Earth. That's like a triangle.
No, it's not a triangle shape.
No,
because it's here at the top. You have a flat Earth because you're here at the top.
Well, if it's hitting a sphere,
it doesn't have to be a sphere. It could be something flat.
It's not hitting anything flat because you have the firmament.
The firmament doesn't necessarily have to be a dome, though. So let's go back to using
Time out
let's look at a map.
Hold on. So Larry's over there taking shots at
hold on. Okay, so
right
you
now.
said the firmament doesn't necessarily have to be a dome.
No, it does not.
Do you agree that the Earth is rotating, whether it be dome or flat or a sphere? Do you believe that it's rotating?
I wouldn't be rotating if it were flat. It would be whatever you call it, going back and forth.
So the flat Earth also comes with the notion that it is what's the word I'm looking for a stationary platform, and everything else in the Earth's bubble is moving.
No, that wouldn't make sense.
So
because then you're back to a sphere again,
right? And I think that's where we go. So because if you go with that theory, what you just said, the Earth would have to be rotating. And if the Earth is rotating...
No, it wouldn't rotate at all.
So if you have a non-rotating Earth, then back to the theory again, everything inside the Earth is moving except for the Earth.
It wouldn't rotate because, let's say that here we have a piece of paper, okay?
Okay.
Let's use it like this, okay? So we have this phone here. This is the map, right?
Let's bring it on the table so the camera can see a little bit.
So here's the picture of like the whole entire world, right?
Correct.
And you see and you can bring up the world map. So like when you see on the picture, right?
All right.
And if you were to fold it in 3 sections,
okay,
you see 3 sections on there, and it does fold exactly like, and it splits it. Actually, if you fold it, it will split it how it should be split. So if the sun were right here at the corner, right?
Right.
But it's not actually rotating, but it's moving back and forth,
the
back
Earth
and forth.
is sliding.
Sliding.
What is it hinged on?
Gravity, I guess.
Off what gravity? Because it's floating in space.
Hey, I said, I just started looking into all this.
We could agree that whatever,
sphere
if it's
and flat.
a sphere or flat,
okay,
it is in space.
And like I said, I'm on No, so again, I'm on the fence about it because before I didn't believe in flat Earth. Okay,
right.
So I got to a point where I'm like, this could be a possibility.
But yeah, well, like I was saying,
I said that above this would still be just a line of a dome. It doesn't necessarily have to be a circle of a dome, but a line.
So this is the surface.
So
of the Earth
if you were to look at again like a map on a piece of paper, right, of the whole world,
it'll be flat.
It would be flat, right?
Right. So
so you could draw a line across right here,
right,
from coast to coast or whatever you want to call it, right? And so there's like this dome, right, that goes across.
So if this is
the
flat
so
Earth,
and also if you think
I'm trying to picture the dome as you see it,
and if you think of a line,
mm-hmm.
like a line in mathematics, because
right.
mathematics is the universal language,
correct?
that there's a line that keeps continuing, and then
Right.
it goes back again and back again and back again.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it does. It will reverse back around. Keep reversing back around. It goes point to point, point to point, point to point, point to
Math?
point. Yes, entanglement is a good example.
It's math.
So
is
what
an-
you got on
is a-
one side,
Like,
you have on
talking-
another
you
side.
talking the movie?
No,
math
no,
is
no.
an infinite number.
Math is not exactly an infinite number.
Math is an infinite number.
It's
You
not.
have to come up with a stopping point.
Where's the stopping point then?
That's what I'm saying. If it's on a
Okay, so look. Do you know what entanglement is?
yes.
So say you have a
Will
son.
Smith did something.
So say you have a
That's what I'm talking
son.
about.
So say you have a son
right.
that's on this side of a rubber band and this side of a rubber band.
Correct.
So you have two sons, right? Who's to
Wait.
say that there's not two sons, right?
Me.
Why?
Do you see two sons ever?
Are you in China ever?
I've been to China.
Are you in China and America at the same time?
So okay. So you're okay.
Okay, so
Concept.
entanglement.
She shut you up.
So when you have entanglement, it essentially goes like this, right? It does its own rotation.
It flips.
Right.
It flips.
So your sun's already doing a rotation. It doesn't mean Earth has to do rotation,
Right.
but something else can be doing rotation.
What is causing them to rotate?
Explain entanglement. That's quantum.
You have to
That's
have
quantum.
some.
That's a quantum theory.
But
entanglement.
every
But it can't be
scenario-
explained. It can't be explained. I'm
Every
just
scenario has to have a source.
so there
of
is
energy.
a source of energy when it comes to quantum physics and
What is holding
quantum
the sun
theory.
in this entanglement?
You'd have to know quantum, and I'm not that smart.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
if the sun is looping in any direction,
So you have to dive deeper into that, which I have not only gotten so
but
far,
I could say,
but I will dive deeper into it. Trust me, I will.
I could say the sun being stationary and the Earth rotating
I would rather.
is more logical than.
I feel like there's
the-
more logic to an entanglement.
Okay, so ask yourself, what is causing the sun?
Because they have explained entanglement quite well, actually, in the past.
I've never heard any theory on a circling sun because it has to.
They
circle-
haven't explained. No, they never have done something like that.
Right.
But they have explained entanglement.
But if you just take
because I feel like
general-
people's minds can't wrap their mind
Larry
around
is so happy to be
that
here right now.
there's would be two of something
right.
or a reflection of
No,
something
even
else.
if there's two or reflection or maybe three, whatever, there has to be a source keeping those suns in the entanglement. Otherwise, it'll be a rogue sun.
Wait,
Actually, well, water is a form of energy.
hold
Water
on,
powers.
Hold on.
Right.
So Larry's gone taking a piss or whatever, and he comes in. He's happy as fuck. Like he wants to put his conversation, and he shut the door 3 goddamn times.
He dribbled the door.
Water is a source of energy.
Water
No,
is
wait,
a source
I
of
wanna-
energy,
wait, where did entanglement
but
come
it's
from?
it's a loose energy.
Yo, I missed
It's
the
not.
entanglement.
It's not a. It's
You
not a
did.
gravitational.
You did.
energy.
Yo, so but
So
entanglement.
something.
And like I
has
said,
to be-
I'm not that
But
advanced
entanglement.
to
something-
understand all of
for,
it.
For that theory to work,
This
something
is
would have
just-
to have a gravitational hold.
This is just something I started looking
we
into
talking
probably
about Jada Pinkett or
like
not?
5 days ago.
no,
No.
that's different entanglement.
No.
I know the quantum
But the
entanglement too. What's up?
the two suns is. I mean, you can't rule that out.
Yeah,
But
2 sons.
There's not 2 sons.
I know.
Oh my.
But
How do you know though?
I don't. Nothing. I don't know anything 100%.
Nobody knows anything
I bet you
100%.
know how to catch fish.
Not 100%.
But
Because
you-
I miss sometimes.
But do you know
Sometimes
when you
I
pull a fish
skunk.
out of the water? Do you be like, oh, that's a goddamn
I hooked the
redfish?
fish, got it to shore, and it broke loose.
But did you get it out? And you're like, that's a redfish. I know this is a redfish because it's got spots on the tail.
Yeah, but until I have actually like in my hand.
Oh, in your
tangible.
hand?
What's going on? My niece.
So
and my daughter just walked in.
the problem is like some people have more of an intuition to this, and some have more of a theory into this. The problem is we're having is a theory. You have no like proof to what you're
Tangible.
saying.
Wash
Like
it.
so, if he,
No, but
Wash your
if I
face.
had
No.
to make a good
give
guess,
us proof. Give us proof.
that eventually like
That's
I'll
right.
have like some kind of dream or something that'll make me see something better.
Dude, I got dreams every night.
No, like mine are different.
So, my dreams are conceived of like edibles and bourbon.
Oh, my dreams like literally usually like either happen or gonna happen.
Really?
It's so weird. My daughter gets freaked the fuck out.
Dude, I do that. that sucks. That's the problem.
I get these really strong feelings, like I know when something's gonna happen or
Yeah.
something's about to happen.
Yeah.
I can never like always like pinpoint it. I wish I could, but I can't. I just have a feeling, and it's always the same thing. Like I get like this really big knot in my stomach, and my lower back starts hurting.
But
really
you know
bad.
what's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen,
So
and so I feel it, and it's usually something bad. It's nothing good.
so
I start texting her. I'm like, "Hey, be careful today," you know.
So I was on my way back from Myrtle Beach, or I'm sorry, Virginia Beach. Whistle pig kicking, right? So I was on my way back, and I was thinking of all the like business decisions and
I be thinking about business sometimes too.
Yeah, me too.
business decisions, right?
Right.
I'm going all the things go in my head. I'm going, man, there's so much going on.
Oh, we got to go deeper here.
But the problem is, like, is it a good thing or like a curse of the way our minds work, right? Because we're always thinking of the future. Like, we're always thinking about the next thing.
Have you ever heard the concept of your third eye?
Yes.
And we actually see outside of.
Do you know
our
that we
dimension,
have
but we can't
DNA
comprehend
that
it?
we haven't accessed or we can't activate in our bodies?
You ever heard
Oh, right.
like
Yeah.
you're only using 10%
But,
of your
like,
mind?
But I feel like you can if you want to.
But people like me and you are always thinking ahead. We're always thinking of the next thing. Like, I'm thinking of the podcast, my DJ company, my bouncy house company, my flipping company. Like everything's going through my head at all times.
That's what called
right?
hyper intention or something.
No.
No.
But she gets what I'm saying. Like, we're always thinking the next thing.
Right.
Like, she's about her doing her coffee shop with
Right.
with baristas, like
Right.
like bikini baristas, right?
But
Which is a great idea.
That's just the type of people you are. That doesn't have anything really to do with like.
No, it's
energy.
a mindset. It's a mindset because she'll.
Well, I
do
believe
this.
in mind over matter.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, it's
Yeah.
but
And
it's
let me
not
tell you
outside
why.
of the
Let me tell you why I
like,
believe in mind over matter. Then.
realm.
So back whenever I was younger, I had a car accident,
Okay.
right? And my car flipped end over end 4 times, and
You rolled your car.
yes, and I
Oh,
fractured
shit.
my C2. Your C2 is what controls your muscle movement, and your breathing,
Mhm.
and do what?
Glad to have you.
Oh,
Here.
thank
Glad
you,
to have you.
thank you.
Yeah.
So there was a tiny. It's called a hangman's break. There was a tiny piece of bone that didn't sever all the way through. If it had it severed all the way through, I would have suffocated and died within 4 minutes.
All right.
Whoa,
So-
whoa, whoa, what?
How
Yes,
fast were you going, and who won
Hangman's
that
Branger?
race?
I actually had a plug put in my tire, so I'm really weird
Yeah.
about tires.
Did you win?
No, I was by myself. It was raining, and my front tire ended up blowing with that plug. And I just clipped the
Oh.
ditch the right way, and I like went flipping end over end 4 times and went down like a ravine. And the initial flip was a Tootsie Roll flip into some trees. And so somebody ended up finding me, and it was in the middle like nowhere. So there's not a lot of people that travel that road. There was somebody that covered me up with a jacket.
Where were you?
I was in Missouri.
you had flashbacks
In
on
the
on
Ozarks.
the way to Ben's house. All right, right.
so
You're like, oh shit.
somebody covered me
in
up
the
with a
podcast
jacket.
deep in the woods where nobody knows where it is, not the RV, not the
And
parking
like,
lot.
so I was like, and I mean, like, mind you, like I knew something bad had happened. I
Right.
didn't know exactly what. And it was raining. It was in October 19th, 2006. Somebody covered me with a jacket and said help was on its way, right? And so I was in and out of consciousness. And when the fire truck first came, I remember them saying that they didn't smell any gasoline. I look up and I seen the tires, so I knew my car was flipped. They ended up putting me on a gurney and
Were you
then, like
upside
strapped me
down?
down. I was. And
Okay.
so they thought I got thrown from my car, but that's not how I remember. I remember waking up in the car and hearing music, but they said there was no way there could be music playing because everything was like fucked up.
Right.
I remember crying out of the car, and I was like halfway in, halfway out of the car, and just laying there because I couldn't go any further at that point. Like I knew something bad had happened.
Were you ejected from the vehicle?
I was not. I don't believe I was. They said I was in the accident
She
report.
remembers crawling out.
This
I
is
remember
crazy.
crying out.
This is crazy.
So somebody covers me up with a jacket, says help's on its way, and then whenever help comes, there was nobody there, and there was no jacket there.
Wow.
All right. So I was like, "Where's the guy with the jacket?" That's who called, and they said that there was no guy,
The
no
with
jacket.
The jacket.
The guy with the jacket. That's all I remember.
I don't get that. What do you mean?
So somebody with a jacket covered me up. It was raining, and
oh, okay.
whoever called 911.
So you were knocked out.
I couldn't call 911.
You were knocked out.
Oh yeah. So I was in and out of consciousnness.
What were you driving?
I was driving a 2000 Cavalier.
Okay. All right.
The crazy thing is, so later on, I had only told the story like to a couple people like about the whole details of that car accident.
Mhm.
There's this song that was made by Tim McGraw, and it like has the same car, same everything in it. The Highway Don't Care. I was crying. I was breaking up with my boyfriend. I left a letter on the stairs.
You and your letters.
And I was like gonna leave. No, I was gonna like leave and everything and move out. And then I like went out that night and I actually came home and I left again. And like that whole video, I was like, what the fuck? They stole my story.
Wow.
Because I mean, same car, same everything. I can't even hardly watch the video.
Yeah.
Because it like gives me like it reminds me of my accident. Because I was like looking for my phone at the time too. It was a flip phone.
I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
So your ESP experiences, did that start before or after that?
I want to know about that. Yeah. Really.
Actually, I had them before that.
Oh, you had them before that?
Yes.
Do you think it's like each person is like tuned to that, or like is that?
But
is that
I
a
will tell you,
gift?
things did change after it, which is weird. And my mom even gets a little freaked out by it.
So let's start at the beginning. When did you first see it, and then after the experience, what happened?
When I was really little, I started so I had pretend friends.
We
And
all do. Well, everyone does.
so they say pretend friends
didn't.
can be like
She had tangible
spirit.
pretend friends.
Yeah, mean spirits or yeah.
So
yeah.
I had pretend friends, and I swore up and down like they were real. And then I also had like heard voices and stuff, right?
Right.
And I would tell my mom, and my mom's like, "You're taking this a little too far. You know, you need to calm down with it."
You're gonna be in special class.
But then my sister, I have a sister. My sister also had mentioned like having a dollhouse talk to her.
A what?
A dollhouse talk to her.
Talk to her.
My mom went to put it in the trash.
Yeah.
Now I can remember things before anybody should remember things. Back in the day,
Same.
I'm gonna get like a little personal, I guess. I don't talk about this a lot. My mom didn't keep a baby book on me, so I don't have any pictures of me when I was a baby. And the first picture like I had taken of me was probably around 3 or 4 years old. I remember times like way before then, like that you're not supposed to have a memory at that point. Like you can't remember like details of stuff, but I remember very well like the details of it all.
You're almost 40-year-old memories.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can I interject real quick?
Wow.
I remember my mobile when I was a baby.
Oh yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
The thing
I
spinning above your.
Yeah,
frickin-
I remember like what it feels like.
Like I
Oh, that's
remember,
awesome.
I
Yeah,
like I
really cool.
remember like that like a few things that like happened, and maybe because it was traumatic. Who knows?
I did
So-
have a traumatic experience when I was younger. I think that's what tied me to.
Yeah.
It
'Cause
could
my
be.
memory back then tied me to my memory.
So, is it something that's
Yeah.
carried on, or something that's gonna weigh? Over
No,
the
it carried on.
Okay.
really.
So so my grandma actually, which they thought she was batshit crazy.
Oh, it skips generations. It does.
So they thought she was batshit
Really?
crazy, and like she had talked about forever, like seeing like ghost spirits, hearing things, and at the time frame, my grandma, they're like she's older, and they just pegged her as being like loony,
Right.
like literally just
Dude.
like loony.
Dude,
And so the
Jim's
first
loving it
time,
back there.
the first time I ever had seen anything. So here's the thing. The first thing I had seen something when I was 15 years old. It almost killed me and my mom, as a matter of fact. We were actually driving looking for a church. And
wow.
You were looking for a church.
Yes, she wanted to go to this church and it was like out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, dude, I know where we're at. Like, this is before like GPS was around. I was like, we're lost. And I like look over and I see this thing, like I seen something like coming out of like the woods. And
What did you see?
I don't like it didn't.
Explain
You
it.
don't-
I
you don't
got
I
it.
know,
you
like
don't-
I
you don't
can't
have
have
to
go-
time to
your best-
explain
You
this.
don't
Like
you don't have to go too crazy.
It was
with
like-
Inquiring
traumatic.
mind.
human animal. I don't know how to explain.
What-
like
what-
demonic looking. Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Like head.
And so like
so-
it
so-
freaked me out so bad that I almost like flipped this off a
hold on.
bridge.
Did you see the shape or the eyes, or what'd you see?
It was like this like head thing,
Mhm.
Really?
and like this thing had jumped, and there was like, but the body was like not human,
wait.
but the head like looked
Wait,
human,
all
with
right.
like it had like something on it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so I have a
All
few
right.
things it could be. So did it have? Did it?
It was
did
not a deer. It was not a
did
bear.
Did it look
No,
like
no,
like
I
a
get it,
mantis? Did it look like a
Deer bear.
deer? Did it look like a?
No, it looked like half human, half animal.
So
Which one? Which one? Because there could be a few things. Because I'm
Which-
really big
Are
into
you
cryptics.
asking what did it look like?
Yeah,
more,
I'm
more
so
of animal or more human?
No, I'm asking which animal because there's a few cryptics that I follow.
So the top part looked like like from the waist up would have been like almost like human, but the top, but the head of it like had like I don't know, like something coming out of it on it.
Oh wow!
And then like the bottom part had like some kind of body. You can't really describe what it is. And then, like the bottom part was like the legs, whatever had hopped like almost like a horse, horse legs.
Okay, so it looked. Oh, I'll pull up a picture.
Like a goat leg.
So I
like
definitely like had some kind of like made the like hoof.
I got you.
So I seen this thing in the woods, and like there was like this bridge, and whatever it was like hopped, and then like it disappeared.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that in Camp Lejeune. There's a lot.
I didn't know.
Of it.
So that's the only time I ever seen it though. It was that one time ever.
Where were you?
I don't know where the fuck we were at. We were like way out somewhere in the woods.
The
church was
were
like
you
called
local to here. Or?
No. This was a long time ago. I was only 15. I didn't even have a license yet. I had my permit, and I was driving my mom.
Okay.
And so
you were driving.
Yeah. So I was driving,
but
and
did you see like glowing eyes, or what do you see?
No, there was actually like a light. There was no lights out there, but there was like a light almost.
What stood out to you?
This light, the light. There was this light, and I look over, and then I see this thing like jump. And so I'm like, I gun it.
I know what
I gun it, and my mom's like, "What is wrong with you? Slow down." I was like, "Did you not see that thing back there?" She wanted me to go back. I said, "I was crying and like laughing at the same time."
Right.
So I gotta ask.
No, it did not look like that.
No, I'll pull up one. But it's the human madness. I know what it is.
So like, I'm interested. Like, is this an alien thing, or is this?
I don't know, like that.
Kind of thing?
I don't know, because like that's the only time I've ever seen it. And then like she was pissed off already because I'm driving her car and driving her.
Did
almost
she
wreck
see
us. No, and she's like, she wanted me to go back, and I was like, fuck no, I'm not going back. Are
Really?
you kidding me right now? I'm like, I'm not fucking going back.
Because like I want to see aliens. Like so my thing is like I don't
I
believe
do
it.
and don't. I do and don't. I kind of do. I kind of don't.
I don't want to see anything.
Yo, I'm trying to see a fucking motherfucking alien, bro.
Nah,
Dude, like
I can see a video.
So
I'm not trying to see nothing in real life.
So that was the first time I had seen something odd. Okay. Well, then I was pregnant with my daughter. I got pregnant at 17. And I was upset one night. I go to my mom's house, and I'm like crying and everything, and I'm like laying in the bed in the other room, and I'm facing the wall, and I feel something come up, or whatever. I thought it was my mom. I feel something come up and
touch your arm.
I turn. It was my back.
Oh,
it was my back.
shit.
I turn over. Nothing's there.
Something touched you.
So I go in her room.
You felt something
Yes.
touch you.
I go in her room, and
God.
she's sleeping, and I'm like, I get in there. I'm like, Mom, something touched me, and she's like, don't start that here. She's like, don't start that here or leave, because she's living there alone at this point.
Liz.
And she didn't like hearing about that stuff because it freaks her out. Because her mom had already like had like stuff going on in her life, and it always freaked my mom out.
Right.
Liz, so there's a don't look at the screen. There's nothing on there. But there's this place I used to live in called in Gulfport. I'm not gonna say the address again.
Gulfport.
But Gulfport, Mississippi. And when I used to wash dishes, I would wash dishes, and I would I could have lights on or off. It doesn't matter. But like every time I washed dishes, it felt like a little kid was pulling on my right side of my shirt. Every time. Every time.
So look. All right.
It was only the right side.
Was it a mess hall?
No. This is at a house, and then also, my dad saw something walk into the one room. He saw that because my dad sees things every once in a while. But also in that same room, I wouldn't see anything, but I would hear toys go off.
Oh yeah.
And then also
Yes.
the last one. I hated this house. I fucking hated this house. I heard the 3 knocks at the back door.
I can feel things in a lot of places. Sometimes
See,
I don't feel anything at all.
I was always taught growing up, like I kind of catch stuff at the corner of my eyes, and I look and stuff like that.
Well, that's your rods. That's the rods of your eyes.
What do you mean?
So you have cones and rods of your eyes.
Yeah.
Your rods pick up your peripherals, and your cones are more focused that picks up the color and your depth perception.
So what does that have to do with me seeing like?
Well,
stuff?
Well, you could possibly see something that's not there.
Right.
Also, if you have a carbon monoxide leak, like I know all the things it could be.
That makes you high though.
Well, it makes you feel like a sense of dread.
Yeah.
And then it makes you hallucinate a little bit. So there's things that when
I was taught growing up, like whenever you feel that way or see things or something like that, you say, "I say in Jesus' name."
No. But,
I used to have these really bad night terrors,
right?
Like that.
And
yeah.
whoever heard any bad spirits
whoever
around
heard their
you?
name, like when they're in the field.
I hear it all the time.
We're like a military.
Oh no! I'm talking about like when I was a kid. So like I used to hear my name and like, hey Larry.
That's a specific.
And then
name.
my mom was like, never answer it.
Yeah.
Well, that's different. So like here, so my house was built in 2008. Well, it's not old, you know what I mean? But the area where
That house was built. I saw it get built. That land was old.
this land.
No, I'm talking about where I come from.
Oh, so you saw his house
No.
being built?
Oh no!
Do
my
you
my
feel
house.
anything in here?
So the neighbor behind me, I mean, the guy at the end of the woods behind us, which is weird. Anyway, not in my driveway. So he says he saw like this area he's been here for 40 years. Right? This was a farmland, right? So he did his thing. But the funny thing is my oldest, she's now 15, going to 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll be 16 very soon here. But she had an imaginary friend, right? And this friend, and she can explain it very vividly, had overalls, which a bowl cut haircut, and a white shirt. And
You need to look up like archives.
right. No, this is what I'm getting at.
But
So-
hang on, I need to go.
Go. Good.
Well, let's take a quick break here. We're gonna take one more break,
We'll get
and
back
then
to
we're
the-
gonna jump back.
We'll
into
get back
it.
to the young kid in overalls. All right, go ahead.
This is the best podcast we've had.
So I had to do this Vincent Van Gogh thing, and so I like literally wore a suit and slid in the room on my knees, and I got up and I said, "I'm Vincent Van Gogh. I'm here to let you know."
No, you
I'm a-
didn't.
Yes, I did. I'm an artist.
You
and
got
I,
an
like,
A for that?
I did.
I bet you
And then
did.
I was like, and I did a talk show, and I said, "Now here's Ricky Lake," and so I had Ricky Lake like interview me, and I knew all the, and I had all the questions written down for her to like interview me about Vincent Van Gogh.
Remember Ricky Lake back in the
Yeah.
day? Ricky Lake was the greatest thing of all time. Ricky.
Later on, though, like next year, I had the same thing. I had Edgar Allan Poe, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna do the same thing for this," because I was like, it was so
We got
similar.
Mr. Larry behind you with his hand up. Yes, Miss Larry.
He's like, dude, we got 4 minutes, dude. We're
Oh,
out of
shit.
time.
But
So I mean, if I don't know any better, somebody showed up like an hour and a half late.
yeah,
So
Yo, you know
like,
what? Hey, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad.
This is a good show.
Yo,
it was worth it. It was worth it.
The time that we spent in and off camera has been fucking amazing. The
Yeah.
things, and we got 3 minutes. I just want to know. The craziest thing you felt with ESP. That's all I wanna
Okay.
know.
Oh.
So
How
I'll
she felt experiencing it?
Yeah.
Or the craziest thing that happened.
She,
to her?
let's just let her talk. Let's see what she comes up with.
Okay.
okay. So I'm gonna finish off about.
I got a question after this.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish off with. I told you that I was pregnant, crying, and I felt something touch me.
Pregnant
Okay,
crane
crying.
crying.
And then, so I had my daughter, and had been about 6 months later. I was in my mom's apartment again, and her couch was positioned where you could see down the hallway. I was sitting on the floor. She was sitting on the couch. She was holding my daughter.
Mom?
My mom.
Okay.
I looked over, and she obviously knew I had like something was wrong. I looked over, and there was this lady in like a gown, like a white gown, and her face was like blacked out in front of the bathroom. My mom looks over and sees her too. And so I was like shocked, and my mom looks over, and then we like look at each other, and I'm like, "Don't tell me you didn't see that." And she's like,
How old were you?
I at that time I was 18. She
Oh,
said,
wow.
"I did." She said, "I did." Is that who you always see? I said, "No." I said, "But I am going to assume that was the woman
Holy
that touched me."
fuck.
And my mom was
Right,
like,
yeah.
my mom was
I'm
like,
selling the house.
no, she had an apartment, and she did move apartments though.
Yeah, I believe it.
And so she was like, "Oh my god!" Like she couldn't believe that she had seen something
Right.
at that point. So I was there. She's seen something. She's seen it with me.
You-
So at that point, she was like, "I just like cannot believe like you've been going through this, and I didn't listen to you, and I, all these times you talked to me and things like that." Like so,
Do you think that's the first time she's actually seen something?
I don't, because we talked later on, and she said that she did see something when she was younger, much younger, sitting by her bed, but she thought maybe like she had conjured it up or just whatever. And the thing she described almost was the thing that I seen jump out the woods.
Really?
Yes,
So, have you heard of like the different pings, like and noises?
I hear a lot of. Okay, so I had a friend that came to visit me, and she's super scared of things like this. I don't like talk about it around her. I didn't want to tell her about anything in my house that I was experiencing, and it was a house over here on Hosburn Road.
Hawes Run. So
Yeah.
for people who don't know, Hawes Run is very, very close to us.
No, it's not close.
But
It's pretty close.
How close?
It's not far. Like 10 minutes.
The road you came on.
Off of 53?
Yeah, it's not far.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you shitting me?
it's not far.
Like 53 in Hawes Run?
Yeah, it's
like
not
by
far.
Walgreens and Yop Walmart and all that?
Not far.
Jeez, okay. So I'm like really lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so I lived on Hawes Run Road and I lived in this house there. And since I hadn't moved in there, I had felt something weird about this back bedroom and did not like it at all. And this is when I was married. When we didn't get along, I'd go sleep in that room because the other room was a gym. And I didn't like sleeping in there. And I tried to move the bed in all different directions, thinking like maybe it's a bed positioning, whatever. And the room would never get warm.
Did you have a TV in there?
Was it always cold?
No,
Really?
always cold. Yes.
Did you
And I
feel
didn't
like,
tell my mom either because she came to stay with me. I didn't want to tell her. I didn't want to tell my
did,
friend.
Did you feel like the rush of cold air like hit you kind
And
of
it just felt cold in there all the time. Not like rush cold. It just
Really?
felt it was always cold. And so I had a friend that come and stay with me. I didn't want to tell her anything, and I put her in that room because it was like the only other room I had a bed in. And she did not want to sleep in there. So we were like standing in my kitchen, and there's like stuff in my like countertop, like there's like above countertop, and she's like standing there with me, and there's like a picture that flipped backwards for no reason at all, and she was like,
Wow.
what is like what the fuck's going on here?
Right.
And then we were in my bedroom and doing something, and we go back out, and like all of my spoons were laying on my countertop. And she's like, what are you not telling me? She's like, I already know your weird freaky shit. And she's like, what are you not telling me here?
Right.
And I'm like, there's nothing going on, I promise you. And she's like, yeah, right. She's like, your lights flicker, they go off. She's like, you got like 5-year light bulbs that go out and things like that.
Have you seen these things? Or
I had a lamp that literally was unplugged and it stayed on, and my daughter threw it in the garage.
So okay.
And it's still laying in the same position to this day.
So look,
On?
I'm not taught. No,
So-
I won't touch it.
my daughter here,
I don't need it.
my daughter's 15, going on 16, right? And she wants to like experience the things, right? But so I'm the point where it's like, if I don't see it, it never happened, right? So not too far from us is an abandoned house, right? And they swear they've seen things there, whatever, right? So my point is, can we get you down to this house after the podcast?
Yeah,
You would do it?
Jada,
I will do
After
it.
the
Yes.
podcast?
Tell her about the
After the podcast? Yo, you want to go after the podcast
I
to
got
this house?
things to ask
Larry,
you.
please no.
And now, is
What are
this
you-
your daughter that seems like the pretend friend? Okay.
Yeah, have you? Hey, so Jada, have you ever had a pretend friend?
A what?
A pretend friend, something you can see.
Okay, so tell them about the pretend friend
Do you ever feel things like?
you have in your baby.
Do you ever just feel things?
Do you feel things?
Like when you're walking somewhere upstairs, or
She
like,
just made you
did you
feel
just
like
feel like
I'm so
some like
confused.
hair
I just
standing
woke
up on
up.
your back?
Oh wait, hold on,
chills?
hold on. Can I?
For those
Let
who
me
don't
let me
know,
talk.
I told Jada to come here
Oh,
like
he can
right
hear.
now, right?
Yo, so
And,
so he
like,
can't hear us
talk
right now.
about things that haven't been going on. So between you and your sister, you had this imaginary friend in your room, right? Right.
Oh shit, yeah.
And what did he look like?
I don't know. I was you told me what he looks like.
Do you have
Okay.
any experiences like feeling anything at all?
No, nothing after
Like when
that.
you go in a room, go upstairs. When you're going upstairs, do you ever feel like an eerie feeling, like hair standing? Like you just feel like ugh.
Oh, so you don't?
So-
Do you believe in
No.
the spirits at all, Jada?
Kind of.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
So the thing is, like when they were kids, they had this imaginary friend, right? And each imaginary friend had overalls, a white shirt, and a bowl cut like hairdo, right? And the funny thing is, when she was a baby, she was like 3 or 4. She'd tell me about her imaginary friend. And I'm going, okay, cool, whatever, right? She's a little kid having her thing. Well, then my middle kid had the exact same imaginary friend
Shut
with
the
a
fuck
bowl
up.
cut haircut,
Shut the fuck up.
bowl cut hairdo.
Kids can sense
Yo,
things.
wait, Mackenzie saw this?
Yeah, Max Halls.
So,
With- So yeah, had the bowl cut hairdo, a white shirt, and overalls. Right?
so
Like,
Jada, so what do you remember actually?
None of
You don't
it.
remember anything of it. You don't remember not a bit of it.
Uh-uh.
So,
Are we
so,
gonna go
so
ghost hunting?
no, so
Strong ass.
why do you have the feel of wanting to see like scary places? Do you like to see those, right?
Now,
Don't worry
when
about that. Don't worry about
whenever
that. Just-
you were little, whenever she was little, Ben, do you
Yeah.
feel like she had more of a higher energy.
So when she was little, I thought she was okay. She's the young kid,
Honestly,
like
I don't
whatever.
think Ben would have saw that. If she
No,
did
I mean
that.
I'm talking like energy wise. Well, you won't see it, you'll feel it. Do you think
So,
that
no,
maybe
no,
she
no,
was
No, I
like,
didn't. So look, I didn't.
more hyper? Was she hyper?
No, I didn't. No, I'll be honest, I didn't. Right?
I know, but
So-
like as a child, was she hyper? Was she a hyper child? More
I am.
energetic.
No, she
I
was
am.
pretty chill.
Okay.
She was right, but she said
I
she
like her
saw
eyes
her
on that.
friend where it has a bowl cut hairdo and like had overalls and a white shirt. So I'm
Do you
thinking,
remember
okay.
like anything that he would have said? Anything like that?
No, I don't. But
No.
here's the thing, like, all right. So where we live, I mean, where this RV is absolutely not at, is in like it's a field. Like we used to grow corn here, right?
Bumfuck.
But
Egypt.
BFE Maysville, right? But she explained a person that sounded like a 6 or 7 year old kid where it had a bowl cut and a white shirt and overalls, right? So I'm thinking nothing of it. Well, then my middle kid had the exact same imaginary friend.
That
I'm
shit's
going,
wild.
this is weird.
It's
right?
crazy that they don't remember it either.
Right? And then Heverlyn, my youngest, she's 7
No.
now, almost 7, but
No.
she had the same
It
aspiration.
is totally. You
Yeah.
got something here.
Totally weird, right? So we found out that this
Dude, it's like
area.
I'm
No.
going to sleep.
Oh no. Hey, excuse,
not.
hey, excuse my language, but hey, fuck you, some shit happened, all right?
Yeah.
So
no shit.
we found out that in this area was a family, right, that were dispatched by local indigenous people, right, and we didn't know anything of it, like whatever, we're going through it, right. But the fact is that all 3 kids saw the exact same thing messes with me.
I never felt anything negative here. I've never not once felt anything
no,
negative.
at all.
you
Like,
won't always, you
totally
don't
cool
always
here.
feel something negative
But
when there's a spirit
you
around
could
those
also,
things.
Yeah.
Because you carry your own spirit with you.
Because the lady
Maybe.
I
You
seen,
have
I
it.
didn't feel nothing negative from. It was
Yeah, well,
like a very warming like person.
so Jada, do you believe in spirits?
Shut up. Anyway, kind of. I don't like not believe it. I guess, but I'm not fully like.
Kind of like flat Earth, right?
No, not like flat Earth. Oh god.
Yo,
He's
hey,
dumb.
so so we got a timeline and everything. I
All right.
apologize for cutting it off, but I want Liz to come back one day. Can
Oh,
we have
absolutely.
that?
Yeah.
Can we have a Jada podcast?
You need to come back.
Yeah, we have a Jada and a Liz podcast. I want
Oh.
those two here together.
Dude,
I'll write some
She-
flat Earth topics.
we need to take her to the abandoned house, not far from here.
Oh, on the corner. Yeah.
I'll come back anytime you guys are going to do this.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, the melanin in my skin
The way that shit
yeah.
works is the way to my.
prevents me from going on this journey.
Oh,
my best
whatever.
friend. Yeah.
Well, Liz, look, thank you so much for coming down, dude.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna
Thank
have
you
you
for
back.
having me.
Nice.
We need to schedule you. It's going to be like 2 months away, but we'll make this happen.
Okay.
Okay, dude. Thank you for coming down, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Kel, LJ,
Yay,
big
LJ.
shout out
Hey,
to Liz,
yo.
dude. We're gonna have it come back in. Liz, thank you so much.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me.
And
It's
we
been
are outta
fun.